Good morning, Stanton. We are back with another episode of Master Rawl Streams. This morning, we'll be playing Star Citizen. Well, there's always a caveat to that. We'll be attempting to play Star Citizen. Whether or not it agrees. You know, as soon as I said that, I 30K. 30K is what we call it when the server goes kaput. Alright, well, let's try that again. Anytime you 30K, it's always a good idea to exit the game and reboot everything. I've also been getting some frequent crash to desktops, which upsets me to no end. But what are you gonna do? I guess I could play a different game. I was gonna play Rust, but wasn't feeling Rust this morning. Alan Walker remix. What is that? That is freshly added to my playlist. Did I do this yesterday when I was half awake or half asleep, depending on your outlook on life? I think this is a remix of a Hans Zimmer soundtrack, so this will definitely get muted, but that's okay. Do we really care about such things? How are we doing on audio? Yeah. What the hell happened there? Oh, I know what happened there. As soon as the game popped, it automatically took priority. In the Spotify app, I was like, did you mean mute? No, I did not mean mute. Perfect. Let's see what we have here. Look at all these people that just leave their PCs on all night. Every time I log in, there's just guys on the menu screen. There's always been a debate on whether you should just leave your PC on or, you know, put it to sleep or shut it down every night. I put mine to sleep just because I don't want to waste power. Yeah, I could leave it on if I wanted to try to heat my room in the wintertime, I guess. But dramatic pause. Not a big fan of pauses and long-winded intros with music. I believe modern technology has given me ADHD. I need constant stimulation. All right, let's see where we're at here. am I in a chat? Ugh. I don't like that in my face. Can I mute this somehow or another? Send divisor chat. No. Did that fix the problem? No. So this is a player's channel. It's an org that I fly with every now and again. Microphone volumes. Yeah, let's just leave that. I don't want that on my HUD all day long. It's kind of weird. Oh yeah, I forgot to 07 local. Always 07 local. It brings good luck and staves off 30Ks. We all know that. It's part of the religion of Star Citizen.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Server's not having a good time.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicle select. Your vehicle has been delivered.
We only have one ship currently. They like to delete my ships. They're always trying to convince me to spend real money. I've spent enough money on Star Citizen. Not as much as most. Actually, I don't even know what the stats are of that. I wonder what the average money spent per player is. It's probably about what I spend. I'm always average when it comes to that kind of stuff. So a local gentleman said that's his third 30K. If we 30K again, we'll just play something else. Or if we're having issues. Are we 30K once again? Yeah, looks like it. Oh yeah, the B1 is not happy. Sometimes it recovers. Yeah, it happens. Hey, look at that. Now the Drake Cutlass is probably one of the most popular ships in the game, if not the most popular ship in the game. But CIG is determined to break it in every single way. Like currently right now when I'm sitting in my cockpit, I get like 25 frames per second for no reason. Don't know why that is. Alright, this is definitely a 30K now. I can't even take off. Alright, so how are you guys doing? Oh man. Let's see. Haley wanted me to do something with a ladder and rust. Maybe we'll go do that. Can I take off now? No. Alright, that's enough of that. Let's go ahead and exit the chair. And tuck our tail between our legs. And then shove it up our own ass. And now we're stuck. Alright, we know how to fix this. Let's go ahead and exit the menu. So Pee Wee Herman has passed away. He had a private battle with cancer. Rest in peace, Pee Wee, man. I loved his stuff when I was a kid. His TV show, Pee Wee's Big Adventure, was one of my all-time favorites. He was older than I thought he was. He was 70. He made a Pee Wee Herman movie semi-recently, back in 2016. I don't think I watched it. I think I started it and it just didn't hit the same way because I'm not a little kid anymore. But Pee-wee's Big Adventure, that one holds up. You can watch that as an adult and enjoy the heck out of it. Alright, what server am I on right now? 700? Smart buy. Lady, I just got here. The other thing CIG did was they extended the recall time of all ships. Knowing good gosh dog well that 30Ks and bugs and all that stuff take us out. This might be the same server. Oh yeah, that's a weird one. Monitor is possessed. Thank you for that follow, glorious, glorious person. We've got Miley staying in chat. Hail and welcome, Miley. How are you doing this fine morning? Playing Star Citizen? Yeah, work. Drinking coffee? Your ship will be waiting at A02.
Please visit us again.
Alright, let's try this again.
Bye.
A02. There's always a boss fight involved with Star Citizen. I'm doing pretty well. Just woke up, so I'm a little low energy. Normally I'm high energy. But, we've been trying to cut down on the caffeine at titty tat, so I had one little diet soda. I always try to switch to coffee or tea, but it never sticks. I do it for like a couple months, and then I'm back to the diet sodas. But you gotta have a vice here and there, right? Like I quit smoking, quit drinking, quit vaping. Now I do diet sodas and nicotine lozenges. My whole life is a diet. What about you, Miley? What are you up to this fine morning? It is currently almost 7 a.m. my time. What pad did they say it was? 3 or something like that? Or was it 2? We'll guess. We'll go this way. See, it looks like it's up there. Yeah, we'll try this way. I don't think it's landing pad 0. Yeah, it's not that one. It's not that one. It usually tells me, but it doesn't want to tell me today. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's sad to hear about what happened to you. You talking about end game? We just had a 30K as soon as we logged in, and then we had a 3/4 30K to where nothing was working. So logged out, logged back. You know, just situation normal Star Citizen stuff. Nothing too atrocious. Like I still have my armor, right? That's what matters. Got my fancy armor that I spent $14.95 plus tax on. I don't know why I did that. I think server performance is on purpose because every time I want to play the game, but for whatever reason I can't, you know, because of reasons, I buy silly stuff. But no, nothing too atrocious, not at all. Alright, we got a 07 local because this is a new local, and that brings goodwill, good luck. Theoretically, it brings good server performance, as we all know. Alright, our B win is over second, but at least it's not 20 seconds. Our FPS is terrible because they broke the cutlass once again. Server FPS is pretty good. It's over 10. So we're going to have a good time in a bunker, probably. Bunkers are a ton of fun when the AI is like doing what they do. Or doing what they're supposed to do. Let's get our call to arms, untrack that please, and then see what kind of bunker missions we have. It's not a good story at all. Feeling bad for you. Well, I must say you're a hard-working streamer. Are you a bot, Miley Stain? The way you're talking to me, I'm getting bot vibes, but you're a very well-written bot, because mostly bots just try to, like, sell me something. Or link horrible stuff. We'll see. I do think I had 0 viewers. Usually bots like to target that kind of stuff. That's alright. Oh, you're not a bot. I apologize. I apologize. But no, I am not a hardworking streamer at all. I am a casual hobbyist, if anything at all. All right, where was I going with that? Oh yeah, let's do that. That 75,000. Guard set against hostiles. Oh, I am laughing badly. I don't think any laugh can be completely bad. Even those high-pitched laughs, kind of like a Bert Kreischer. He's an American comedian, if you don't know. And he has that like look at me laugh that he does on purpose, where he squeals at a high-pitched level that harms otters' ears and others. I am from the UK. Well, I've got a lot of buddies from the UK. Gaming buddies.
Thank you. And please visit again.
Most of my gaming buddies are European, for whatever reason. I think it's because I played a lot of EVE Online back in the day, and I do believe the largest population of EVE Online was around Europe, if you add all the countries together. I don't know if it's still like that, but probably is. Let's do that one first. And then, where's that at? Daymar. So let's go ahead to Daymar. As you do. Boop. Blap. Nice. Perfect. How's your experience with them? I am from Scotland. I don't think I know anybody from Scotland, personally. I watch a YouTuber from Scotland. There's this guy called Count Dankula. I used to watch some of his videos. And he was talking about freedom of speech and all that kind of stuff. He got arrested for making an off-color joke. Not allowed to do that, I guess, over there. But my experience with Europeans are always positive because they're the ones I'm buddies with. If I have not a positive experience with them, I don't... I'm very much promiscuous with my game time. I'll play with anybody, and then if I don't enjoy it, I stop playing with them, and then I forget about them for the most part. What about you? What do you like to play? But when you said games, like the games that I've played the most are like Mountain Blade games, Warband. That's what I started streaming on. Recently got into Rust, which is kind of a toxic survival PvP game. It's fun. It's not my normal genre, but some of my buddies who I was just talking about who live in Ireland, but they are Estonians, so Estonians living in Ireland, started playing it, so that got me into it. And then my buddy from the UK, him and I think might play like Division 2 or this new game that's a cross between BattleBit and Tarkov called Stallcraft. I'm halfway through the tutorial. I was going to play it for a little while, but then I got busy in real life, which tends to happen. Well, I don't play games at all, really. What got you into watching Twitch? I used to watch Twitch when it was called Justin TV, and people would do their live podcasts on there. Like, I think first time I watched Rogan was either on Justin TV or, I don't know, like a Vimeo or something like that. I think it was before he was even on YouTube, because YouTube didn't really do live streaming. That was back when you could only upload like 5-minute videos or 15-minute videos or something like that. Which is weird, because when I was a kid, I used to make fun of people that would listen to talk radio. I'm like, why would you listen to anything but music? And then you get older and you understand why. Yeah, this server is just not happy with me currently, for whatever reason. I watch them whenever I get free time. I watch them and I enjoy chatting. Yeah, I mean, that's why I stream, because I enjoy chatting with the viewers. Because if I didn't, I would just be playing the game all by myself. Without the stream. But yeah, I love meeting new people and stuff. We got Brandon Dunbar, Baron Extraordinaire. Boop. Hail and welcome, Brandon Dunbar. Good glorious morning to you, sir. Good glorious morning to you. Brandon Dunbar likes to stream as well. I think I've only got... I got Miley and Brandon. So, Miley, you should follow Brandon Dunbar. He's really good at chatting. I need to test out my bot because I changed some settings here. So, let's do shout out at Brandon Dunbar. I want to see if my thing still gets stuck. I love epic clips. They make me happy.
Come on, baby, let's go. Come on, Oreo, you're getting dunked,
Why are
man.
you flirting with that
Get in the
monster,
milk.
Brandon?
Get in the milk, you goddamn nerd. Okay, he's gonna dodge.
Breaking
that.
out the R-rated, bright and early.
Here he comes, Hawk. Ready? Come on, Oreo. Come on, Oreo.
You got him, Oreo.
Come on, Oreo. Come on, Oreo.
I love Dark Souls. Look at that. Oh, he's got the guns out. Sun's out, guns out. Nice. All right, so the bot did go away when the clip was over. These are good things. These are good things. That was a good clip, by the way. What do you think, Brandon? Because I've got a ton of clips going back years to where it's just like nothing's going on or some random person clip. And I'm going to have to go through all those clips and delete the boring ones because of the shout-out bot. Nothing worse than getting shouted out, and all it is you sitting there like breathing into the mic or something, chewing popcorn, or you say some random person's name, and that's why they clipped it. Get down there. Only epic clips from now on. Beep. Oop, that's my grenade launcher. That's the big boom boom. Gotta watch using that. It tends to do friendly fire if you get all bukkake-like with it. No data return. Why is that? There's totally data return. It says, hail and welcome Brendan Dunbar. They were playing Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I am totally going to play that game. I need to finish the first one from 2018 or 19. I didn't finish it. I think we got like halfway, 3/4 through it on stream, and then I got busy real life. And then I never finished it because I didn't want to finish it off stream. It's very sad. Oh, wow, you both are cute. Well, we're getting flirted with Brandon Dunbar early in the morning. How do you like them apples? I had to bring him out. That boss was actually terrible. Yeah, you got to clean your clips like that once a month. Yeah, I used to do it in real time. You know, like at the end of every stream, I'd go see. Because even I am guilty of it. Like, I would make clips that weren't entertaining. I would just make clips for me to remember something. We've got a dead person. Who is this dead person? That is sword_SC. Well, God rest your soul, sword_SC. Good to see it. Ooh, let's get some free medical stuff. And you know what? I want to get rid of this thing right here. We'll make it 1. Let's see what 1 looks like. Yeah, less information, but it gives us the important stuff. It doesn't show me my VRAM usage, but we all know it's like maxed. That's just the way ooh, what do I have here? I got good stuff here. Nice. I have to remember that. Running around the full backpack. That was rather silly of me. This is a cool mission. I could just like lay here and let the bad guys dunk all the good guys, and then I can take their armor because I like the good guys' armor. Yeah, I'm with you. Well, I appreciate that, Miley. Always good to meet a polite person. Miley does not game Brandon Dunbar. I had another viewer like that, a guy called AJ. He used to hang out with me all the time. I hope he's okay in real life. I haven't seen him in probably a year and a half or more. He was a New York guy and he owned a shop, I believe, of some kind. Bakery, maybe? I think everybody that lives in New York owns a bakery or a sandwich shop. Pretty sure 100% of people that live in New York City do that. Or a hot dog stand. Hot dog stand. Something's always up, sir. You're in a perpetual war with the Ninetales who constantly invade your home because players use it to farm credits. It's kind of a depressing life when you think of it like that, like a Sisyphean life. Dun, 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 dun. So you're on Star Citizen today. How's the game today? It is running not well today, but it never runs well. It always, if it's running well, relative. You see, I like that armor right there. And I like, there's this other armor that's even better, but the Ninetales have a real problem trying to kill that guy. Yeah, there's a bad guy right there. Beep, 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 beep. We'll tickle him until he goes down. There we go. But it's functioning, which is good. My only ship that I use, they broke it. So when I sit in the cockpit, I get really low FPS. I know what you're thinking. Rawl, you're only getting 50 FPS right here. Well, that's pretty good. It's pretty good for Star Citizen. I used to get like about 100 FPS in bunkers. I don't know what they did to it, but I don't get good FPS here anymore. One of my buddies played this game back in 2019, 2020. Guy called Zach. He's kind of known in the EVE online world. I was watching some of his old stuff from 2019, 2020. That game looked so much better back then. Like, the HUD, the MFDs, you could read them. They were legible. The way everything moved and how smooth it was just way better than what it is now. Because it's not a game. This is like an alpha test bed. So they just keep adding things until it's broken. And then they get us to pay for the privilege of testing their alpha test bench. That's basically how it happens. They're lucky we're all turbo nerds and this is our dream game whenever it comes out. I can't even put that in my back pocket. That makes me sad. What is 2 and 4? 2 is custodian. Yeah, let's change that. And then 4 is... That's my grenade launcher. We don't want to replace that. I don't want to use my grenade launcher. Yeah, let's use it. You can't buy grenade launchers. Ooh, can't use it there, though. That would have killed me if I should... Oh, that's a problem. The other thing is, like, pulling out your weapon and stuff is so slow and laggy, and sometimes it doesn't pull it out. It's like playing with Polaroids being flickered in front of you. Can't believe I already took an injury. That's depressing. I don't even have a medical bed. See, there's a good guy right there. And he is hanging out with a bad guy. So that's the current level of the AI in the game. It's not really the AI's fault. It's like the server. But look at that. So bad guy, good guy, chilling out together. See how long it takes them. Oh, hey, you got him. Nice. Also, what's happening on the server isn't what I'm seeing. Like, my brother and I were playing last night. You know, one of us was in the turret, the other one was flying. And we were, like, desynced to where the person flying thought they were close to the target, but the guy in the turret thought they were, like, 3,000 meters away. So, like, when I was in the turret, everything, you know, it looked like my brother wasn't flying towards the target. And then all of a sudden, the desync clips together, and it's like everything's on fire. And because, you know, he's new, he's not a very good pilot yet, but he's getting there. None of us are really good pirates. There's probably like 3 good pilots on the entire server, but yeah. I must say your gaming and streaming skills are incredible. You set the bar higher for others. I think Miley's State is trolling me, man. I appreciate the compliments, but we'll go with it's satire right now. Yeah, it's a feature. That's what we, you know, this game, you know, it's got a cult following, right? So there's no such thing as a bug when your game is your religion. There's only special features or blessings, you know, from the creator, Chris Roberts. So blesses Chris Roberts with some glorious features. Hopefully the positive ones. Yeah, see, like the next wave isn't coming. Oh, also I can use my med gun to help fix my injury to my chest. You can't fix it with your med gun, but you can... Oh, 30k. Can't fix a 30k with a med gun. I've tried many, many times. Welcome to Star Citizen. That's a lot of 30ks. That's okay. Feature rich. Yes, yes, feature rich. All right, I think that's enough of Star Citizen today. That was my daily dose of that. Good times, good times. All right, let's play something else. We're going to do probably some Mountain Blades. Let's go game capture. Nope, not that. Let's go launch. How long have you been watching Twitch, Miley? What does that mean? You know what I need to finally do is separate my audio channels so I can just start playing whatever I want. I've heard legends that that is not the one we want to play. Exit, please. We want to play the other one. I got a new comment. It's probably MS Warlord. He always comments pretty early. We love MS Warlord. What do we want? We want Oral Device and Fire reworked 5.0. Thank you very much. I think I'm going to have to put Star Citizen down for a couple weeks or months. Starting to perturb me. All right, Star Citizen did not work out. Morning coffee with the Sword of the Morning. We'll do it like that. Morning coffee with the Sword of the Morning. Perfect. And then let's go mount and blade. Warband. Boom. All right, we've got to change our tags. How nice is it that they let us make our own tags now? It's so good. All right, we're doing Iron Man. And we're doing hard mode. Make that 2 words capitalized. And we're going to do Game of Thrones. Nobody knows what Oral Device and Fire means. You just got to say Game of Thrones. Bum, ba-da-bum, bum, ba-da-bum, bum, bum, bum. Now, this is one of my all-time favorite games because you were asking me about that, Miley. This game is pretty amazing. And there's a newer game too called Bannerlord with updated graphics and mechanics and all that stuff. But we're on day 332 with the mighty Sir Art. This, of course, is a Game of Thrones mod for Mount & Blade. Alrighty. We got a tournament. We can collect taxes from Crack Claw. Let's do that because we want to become bosom buddies with Queen Daenerys. Man, it's way over yonder. Fine, we'll go over there. How fast are we? We're 7-4 out in the open. What is my pathfinding anyway? 7+2. I hate it when my hero has to be the pathfinder. I wonder who my second best pathfinder is. That's agility too, right? Yeah, it's always agility. Bum, bum, bum. You know what? I should have cranked up my stuff. Brendan Dunbar has played I Am Talking to You Raw. Also, we can't see anything on screen. Oh yeah, it's because I went to change a thing, but I couldn't. Appreciate that, brother. You can use Hey Listen for stuff like that. It only costs 13 raw bucks. Muffin was misusing Hey Listen. Thank you, sir. You're the man. I don't think I'll ever be a pro streamer and not make mistakes like that. Nope. I haven't made that mistake particularly in a while. What do you guys think about my 69-420 stats? Pretty nice, right? 69-420. I'm very proud of that. I made a tweet all about it. So I'd have to go 3 more levels. Ugh, it'll be a long time before I get another pathfinding. I mean, Sir Auric's pretty badass, though. Yeah. He's lacking in certain things, like persuasion's kind of a bummer, but this mod allows me to persuade lords to join me in other avenues. He's actually a pretty good... He's got a lot of inventory management. Oh, that's because it's bound to strength. I love that. Inventory management historically is like an intelligence one or something. That's nice. Thank you for that lark, Miley. And it was great meeting you, sir or madam. I got so many raw bucks, I'm swimming them. Yeah, you're probably gosh dog raw bucks millionaire. You know, I've noticed that I'm going to people's channels that I've watched for years, and all my channel points are gone. So I guess there's a way to delete channel points, or that they like deteriorate over time or something. Because I had one channel where I had like tens of thousands of points, if not 100,000 points or something, because I've been watching them for years. And then I was in there the other day because I haven't streamed in a while, and I only had like 100 channel points. I was like, what the flip-flop? What kind of bullshit is this? Am I living in some like totalitarian dictatorship that can just like confiscate my bank account? Like Canada? Fucking Canada. You know how scary that is when the government can just take somebody's bank account just because they don't like them or their politics? That's like some fucking... That's some Banana Republic stuff right there. I mean, our country does it in other ways. They like to use like, you know, made up criminality or whatever. You take a small group of... no, okay, a traveler tells you where to find a small group of settlers. We're going to help them on their way and give them 200 stacks. Because we are a benevolent paladin of the realm, sword of the morning. Whoop. Sadly, we have to collect the taxes that are due to Queen Daenerys. They're not going to like us to do that, so then we're going to have to hit them with sticks. And then when we hit them with sticks, we lose a little bit of relations with Cracklaw, but we don't really care about that other than the story of it. We don't want to be a bad guy. But collecting taxes isn't really a bad guy. Highbald has returned. He's been out spreading the word about our claim. That is, it gives us right to rule, which helps us with ruling. Right to rule doesn't really affect me because I just, anybody who disagrees with my right to rule gets hit with sticks. We have been interrupted by a bunch of angry peasants. We've got a peasant revolt. They don't like the taxes. I agree. I don't like taxes either. You know, if you do the math, peasants of yore paid less in taxes than we do today. Like, they spent less of their workday paying their taxes than we spend. But they also got way less than us, I guess. Beep. Blammo. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Beep. Blacky, blacky. Why aren't you dead, peasant? You got all the HP in the world. Smacky, smacky. Pay your taxes, sir. Deadbeat. I'd have made a terrible lord. Like, let's say people were starving, I wouldn't make them pay taxes. That's insanity. Also, don't think you've seen this, but what do you take in your coffee? I'm not actually drinking coffee right now. I drink a diet soda, but I used to always do a morning coffee thing back when I was trying to get into coffee. So when I stream in the morning, I still call it morning coffee because like everybody else can have morning coffee, but I usually take milk and a little bit of sugar or artificial sweetener. I got into stevia for a while because stevia is supposedly better for you than like aspartame. And I like stevia, okay. Because that is made from a root. And our bodies do not absorb it. So it just passes right through us. So that's how it's 0 calories. And then aspartame is like a carcinogenic. Because the US government doesn't really care about carcinogenics in our food. As long as they make money off of it. A lot of US foods are not allowed in places like Europe. I think even Canada, I don't think you guys allow US beef, do you? Unless we made you allow it through like trade negotiations or something. Like our food is not as healthy as it should be. Because capitalism above all else. I'll be grabbing my morning coffee soon. Don't think I need it, but it sure does. That's what I'm starting to try to do, because you're trying to lose weight as well, right? You know, like you're starting to exercise and all that. I saw your guns on that clip. That looked good. Whammo! All right, so you come across a bandit attacking a merchant. We're going to chase the bandit away. But anyway, so now what I'm trying to get into the habit of doing is like, if I feel like I don't need something, I don't take it. You know, so that will keep me away from, you know, like last night I almost ate cookies, and then I was like, I'm not gonna eat cookies. But the family that I was with, they ate the cookies. But I had a burger, and not just a burger, but I made like a buttery burger with and instead of a bun, I didn't have buns, so I used a toasted bagel, you know, with the cheddar cheese, healthy salad, lettuce, green mixture, spring mixture. And then I have some hot sauce that I've been a big fan of. My shop got given a bunch of hot sauce by a customer, and I found some really good bottles in the batch. But anyway, so I had a good burger, and instead of like making fries or tater tots or anything like that, I just had like a little bit of a trail mix. Well, that's a lie. I think I ate like 10 Cheez-Its. Because I need to start counting calories. Because I've got a really bad memory. I'm like, I didn't have that much food today. And then if you start doing the calories, you're like, oh man, I ate 2,800 calories. And then also my sedentary lifestyle. Are you chasing me? I don't feel like fighting rubber knights right now, but if we do fight them, we want 2 stacks of arrows. That's for sure. 37, that's a lot of gosh dog robber knights. Eh. I do like that the robber knights are enemies with all the other lords, because for whatever reason, Produno in A World of Ice and Fire made it to where robber knights only attack the player. That is really silly. I could see them like paying off some lords to let them, you know, ply their evil trade, but not all the lords. Give me a break. Like in English history, there was these robber barons, you know, that everybody hated, but the king liked them for whatever reason. And they would just sit there and like rob, pillage, steal, rape, all the bad things. And then finally, I think that king was that the king that got killed or overthrown? I don't know. Anyway, they took care of those barons. It did not end well for them, that's for sure. How do you take your coffee, brother? Are you a sugary, like, is your coffee a milkshake? Or do you like it black, like a black Americano? What is this? What's going on here? Pentos, huh? Pentos. Oh, you're a bad guy. He's -3. We don't care about him. Are you being chased by the Reach? Oh, no, I'm at war with the Reach. I totally forgot about that. I completely, by chance, did not get attacked there because I wasn't even thinking about the Reach. I thought they were chasing him. Like, no, they're chasing you. That's funny. We've only got like 1 lord underneath us, so we cannot really take on the Reach. These are like big old armies. Oop, nice. All right, do I still have goods to trade? Nice. Sell all that. And what do you got for me? I think this is the best armor I'm going to wear because it doesn't give me any kind of penalties to my attributes, which makes me happy. Oh, hell yeah, Lil, that sounds good. Yeah, I've always been good at cooking. I just don't really talk about it too much because I like simple food, you know, like meat, potatoes, burgers, you know, French fries. So instead of trying to cook some like fancy French creme brulee or whatever, I just focus on the things that I like and I try to perfect them, you know. So like perfect toasted bagel, you know, perfectly fried burger with butter. You know, I don't normally use butter, but you know, the people I with, I wanted to give them a good burger, so I did. But where I mess up is, you know, it's not like I eat a lot all day long. I only eat twice a day. Sometimes I only eat once a day. But I'm starting to get a low blood sugar thing. And then my problem is like when I get that low blood sugar feeling, I gorge. I'll sit there and like order, you know, let's say a 1/4 pounder meal large from McDonald's, right? With a big Diet Dr. Pepper. And then I'll also have like chicken nuggets with that or something. And then maybe cookies after that. So just that one meal destroys my, you know, my day. And then it spikes my blood sugar. And then when your blood sugar spikes, that's when your body starts to produce fat, you know, to help you. Because your body's just trying to like survive. It doesn't really care about how you look or anything. So it stores that extra sugar as fat because it knows that you starve yourself most of the day. So then it wants to keep it in reserve. So if your metabolism's out of whack, and I probably got hormones out of whack, yeah. Like most guys that start getting a little older. Alright, we want to take the taxes to Denarius. Is that you guys? Yeah, alright, so they own that. That's Dragonstone. Dragonstone. Stormlands and Dragonstone were in like a perpetual war until we stopped with the Static Wars. Alright, that is way too loud. I hate unbalanced music. So I'm always having to mess with game audio settings. No sugar, I usually just put flavored cream. Yeah. I usually consider, I have like a no sugar sweet creamer, you know, like mocha or vanilla or caramel or whatever. That's normally what I would put in if I have it. But what happens is I'm like, all right, I'm going to drink coffee. Coffee's better than diet soda. And also, you know, you can get your caffeine in 1 cup of coffee to where with a diet soda, you got to drink like 2 or 3 diet sodas to equal the caffeine of of 1 cup of coffee. My other issue with coffee, though, is it kind of gives me like a dirty buzz. You know what I mean? I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but when I drink a diet soda, it's just like a clean little wake me up. And then when I drink a coffee, I'm like jittery, you know? It doesn't feel as clean as the... And I just think that's the amount, right? It's the amount of caffeine. Because like I said, I think it's like 2.5, 3 times as much caffeine as 1 can of soda pop. Where would Daenerys be? She's either at Dragonstone... Where are my ships, by the way? Alright, King's Landing, that's good. I'm about to go grab some breakfast and coffee. Right on, Brandon Dunbar. Thanks for coming by and saying howdy. Much appreciated. I've been also catching your streams, which I'm super excited for. I've been at my PC doing like work on it, and I've been having your stream. Sometimes I don't put the lurk in it or anything like that, because I don't know. What do you think about just people dropping by and throwing lurk? Because I used to think it was the polite thing to do, and it would activate my view in the counter, because we all know that views is what matters when it comes to like growing your channel. But I don't know. Somebody was telling me that they looked at it as an insult, or they didn't tell me, they were telling their chat, and I was like, ooh, I didn't even think about that. I don't know, I like lurks. It makes me happy. And when I say that, I mean not just lurking, but, you know, like exclamation mark lurk. I don't know. Like Otto Von Noob, that's what he does. He's one of my favorite people. Alright, I want you to play me. Can you write a poem for Daenerys? No, I didn't think so. Can you play Rains Casimir? Thank you. The men love this song. We get a +1 morale, but it's a very depressing and sad song. How's it going, Theon? Are you a good guy or a bad guy this playthrough? Ah, you're a bad guy. It makes me sad. I like it when Theon's a good guy. This guy will give me cool troops if I was the owner of Dragonstone, but I am not the owner of Dragonstone. Yeah, Queensguard. Highly trained knights sworn to protect the Lord of Dragonstone, whomever that may be. Which is cool, because sometimes you can only get the special troops if you're the same culture as like who originally owned that fief, which I don't really agree with. So how could I acquire such knights? Well, you would need to be the Lord of Dragonstone, of course. Anyway, I have much to do, so best believe in me. He doesn't give you that many. It's very expensive and it's not that many, but it's alright. Ooh, look at that. Skull of a dragon. Boop. Boop. Zoom in. We got a first-time chatter. Sup, dude? We got Dwayne Donkerson. Glory be to you, sir. Hope you have been well. I have, Dwayne. How have you been? Why are you a first-time chatter? Did you have to make a new account? Were you being naughty and got banned? Hey, look, it's Tyrion Lannister. Do you enjoy staring at a dwarf? Only on Saturdays. What about you, Tyrion? Do you enjoy staring at normally sized people? Probably not. Probably not. Well, normally sized women, at least. I do have a workshop here, correct? Yeah, I do. Nice. All right, let's sell them some salt. And then we're going to buy the iron and sell that somewhere else. We're going to buy the stone. I kind of like being a trader sometimes. Mercantile business. What are you playing, Dwayne? Nah, I just haven't chatted yet. Really? I could have swore I've chatted with Dwayne. Oh, maybe it was Discord? Yeah, we've chatted on Discord, right? Yeah, that makes more sense. Makes more sense. Well, welcome to Westeros. And possibly Essos, if we feel like going over there. They've added new stuff to Essos in the next patch for this mod. 9.0. I am currently testing it. I should be testing it right now when I have time, but I don't really stream unreleased versions because the developer doesn't want to like have spoilers out there for the new stuff, which I agree with to some extent. Lurk answer above. Oh, I missed out. Nah, I think it's a nice thing. I think if somebody wants to listen to my dumbass while they do stuff. Yeah, but specifically I'm talking about like the lurk command. You know, like somebody who doesn't say hello, they just drop the lurk. Because, you know, adults can get busy. But we want to support our buddies and we want to let them know that we're listening to them like a podcast. So we shoot them the lurk. It was just somebody was stating on their stream that they thought it was kind of rude or something. Because I think they didn't have a lurk command and somebody did the lurk command and the guy's like, Yeah, or it was a gal, but anyway, I think the alert command's groovy. That's nice, and I legit really, yeah, same here. I concur. I just needed some affirmation. I just needed a tap on the head and be like, it'll be okay, Rawl. You're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing. Yeah, I still think that is awesome. I enjoy the alert command. Same here. Titanfall 2. I have Titanfall 2, but I didn't start playing it until it was kind of a dead game. But man, that is a cool ass game. Why is that a dead game? Why isn't everybody playing Titanfall 2? It is so good. You know what? I never finished the campaign. We're going to do that. We're going to finish Titanfall 2 campaign on stream, maybe. Where do I have that? Steam? I made a mistake. I've started getting games on like the other ones, like GOG and Epic and stuff, and now I almost bought Stellaris twice because I got it for free on Epic, like who knows how long ago, and then I saw it on the Steam, so I'm like, oh, I'll buy Stellaris, and then something clicked in my brain, like, wait a minute, and then I checked Epic, and it's like, you've owned Stellaris for a long time. Oh yeah. Any of you guys ever do that? Accidentally buy a game 2 or 3 times? Again, silly Billy. All right, Self-import. Let's go find Denarius. We have finished her mission. Ooh, what are you doing? Ooh, do I want to fight you? I kind of do. All right, Highbald. I need you to go spy out, because I don't really like Highbald. I mean, I don't mind Highbald personally, but my companions don't like Highbald. Where do you go for this? Valanus, huh? Yeah, that makes sense. You probably worship the Lord of Light, you son of a biscuit. Highbald is a character in the books, but he wasn't in the TV show. All right, you go do that. I think he's pretty minor, too. I haven't read the books cover to cover. I've skimmed them for the parts that weren't in the show. Like Lady Stoneheart and stuff. Ooh, Braun is leveled up. Nice. All right, Braun, we will give you... Ooh, I can give you strength to give you more of that, but you've already got plenty of that. Kind of just want to pump charisma. Trainer is int. You got persuasion. No. I can give you more leadership. Yeah, let's just make him stronger, faster. And then give him trainer. What is he? Level 12 is not that great for trainer. Because the way the trainer skill works is they can only train people that are below their level. So for Braun, for example, he can only train from levels 1 to 11. And this game's got artificially high levels. So he can only pretty much train like a tier 1 to tier 2. Yeah, that's it. Which is fine. Let's give him some entertainment. What entertainment does is every night that you rest, you get a higher bump of morale for every point in entertainment you have with your companions and your hero, which is good. And Braun's an entertaining guy, right? He likes to drink and booze and coddle the women. Maybe the men. Hard to say. Now on my page. Oh, that's right. Dwayne streams. Apologies. I meet so many new people through gaming, Discord, and streaming, and not my stream, other people's streams. Sometimes I need a reminder. That's right. You stream Star Citizen. This is the guy I like to hang out with in Star Citizen. Apologies. But he has a very chill, cool stream. Man, the plugins for Stream Elements OBS can be quite problematic. So we're going to shout him out. Thank you for reminding me, Dwayne. But I hang out with him all the time because he streams like 3 a.m. my time to like 8 a.m. my time. And sometimes I can't sleep. So I'll go to bed and then wake up just like an hour or two later. And then I'll hang out with Dwayne while I'm trying to go back to sleep, chatting him up. And he's got a very chill stream, which are like my favorite streams. So give old Dwayne a look at. He plays things other than Star Citizen. Like we were going to play Star Citizen, but the server said no. Oh yeah, what game is that? That's like a time trial game. Ugh, that gives me the goosebumps. Oh! Or is that Grand Theft Auto? That puckered my butthole a little bit, man, because I've been in some gnarly crashes before. Like, you ever watch those YouTube videos at the time trials of at the Isle of Man? Oh my god, they give me goosebumps, man. Because I love speed. Like when I was younger, that was one of my drugs of choice was just speed and adrenaline and all that stuff. I should not be alive. I should have died dozens of times. I made a lot of poor choices as a youth. Made a lot of poor choices as an adult. But the ones when I was a youth would get me killed. You just reminded me. Thanks, Crew 2. Oh, Crew 2. Never played that one. We got Night Shifty in chat. Hail the glorious Night Shifty. Welcome back, you sexy train conductor, you. No Boner Lord? I played 1,000 hours of Bannerlord in 1 year. Not to mention the beta, which I probably had 100-something hours in the beta, the multiplayer. So I just kind of burned out. I love Bannerlord, but I just need the mods. I know there are some full conversion mods, but they're not. They're just basically reskinned vanilla. Like, I've downloaded the the Game of Thrones one. The other problem I have with Bannerlord and mods is it's not as compartmentalized as Warband, right? So Warband, every mod just had its own little file. You placed it in the modules folder, and if you didn't want to play the mod, you want to go back to vanilla or whatever, play a different mod, you just chose it. It was an option in the menu. Bannerlord's different. Bannerlord changes the core files sometimes, the mods. So you have to do a clean install, and not just a clean install. You have to delete everything from the documents to the app data. All that stuff's got to go. And then you got to re-download the 50 gigabytes of the game plus however many gigabytes the mod is. So that's fine. And I'll be more than happy to do that, but the mods better be worth it. You know what I mean? Oh, man, but it's great talking to you, Dwayne. Speed was my drug. I see what you did there. Yeah, not that kind of speed, though. My drug of choice in that category would have been booze. I was always a booze guy. When I was like high school, college age, I had buddies, that I grew up with. I got into like drugs, the powder, and all that stuff. But I always distanced myself from them because I didn't want to like catch a felony driving around with them. And then, but I was a booze bag. Like we would go to raves and everybody would be doing ecstasy, and we would have like house parties that were basically a rave. Like there was this one party house that still makes me cringe when I think about it, because it was a lady who was like in her 30s. We were all teenagers. Like we were like 16, 17. Like we all just got our license. I just bought my first car. And then she had like 3 kids. Like one kid was like, I don't know, 13, 14, and then like 2 younger ones. And then we would just party at her house, man. It's like hard party. And she was a single mom, and she was like, she smoked a lot of weed, did all the other drugs. But looking back on that, it makes me cringe so hard. And I would play with the kids, like I would bring over like video games and stuff like that. But then, it's not like I was, I was over there I wouldn't get drunk over there, but I would definitely like drink some beer. And oh, man. That makes me cringe to think about. I have so many of those moments. You ever just take a shower and you remember something from 6th grade and it makes you cringe so hard you just gotta like, shake it off? It's like, why am I thinking about something when I was 11 years old that's making me cringe as an adult? Again, the people involved are probably dead with an overdose. Who cares? Oh, man. What mods are you using? Today is a World of Ice and Fire rework 5.0. What mods are you using, Night Shifty? All the Bannerlord mods I used were just extra folders that you could select or deselect. Nah, man. When you do that, sometimes they'll change like the native or whatever. Like even like the quality of life mods would do that. Because when I downloaded the Game of Thrones mod a couple days ago, my game kept crashing. And it was just some old mod. So I deleted the mods. I, checked my folders through Steam to make sure everything was cleaned out, and it still would crash. So it was like some old mod that was causing a problem. So I had to uninstall the game and then go and find all of the files. Because I uninstalled the game, reinstalled it, and it still crashed until I deleted the app data, the documents, and all that stuff. You can find references to it online. But that's how it's supposed to work. It's supposed to work like Warband, where you can turn it on and off, right? Can I seduce you? No, he's got no time for that. Just checking. Just checking. I like to sexually harass my companions sometimes, but they like it. How much money do I have? 32,000. Nice. Do I want to upgrade you? No, I do not. Do I want to upgrade you? Heavy? No. Nah, we're gonna stick with like tier 4 and 5 for now until we get super duper rich. But night shift, that's the way it's supposed to work, but that's not the way it always worked. I miss modded Fallout 4 sometimes. Yeah, I never made a full playthrough of Fallout 4 because I beat it with my nephew, but he was like 80% through the game. He just needed a little bit of help with the final bits on his PS4, and then I got Fallout 4 on the PC, and I made like a hardcore playthrough, and I got like halfway through the game, and then real life came, and I stopped playing it. So I've never like played Fallout 4 from the beginning to the end. Yeah, I need to do that at some point. But I love building in that game. I love making my village, my little town. What I didn't like was that companion that kept sending me on those militia missions every 2 seconds. Like, that's a meme, right? I've heard tale that somebody's being attacked on the other side of the map. And when you play on hardcore, there's like no fast travel. So I had to like hoof it over there. Then you can go kiss my ass with that, sir. What was that dude's name? Like, Darius? Fallout. Alright, Fallout 4. What were they called? Companions or whatever? Companion militia guy. Militia guy. Preston Garvey, that's his name. That son of a bitch. He would just walk around my town doing nothing. Having me running all over the gosh dog creation. And then you would do the mission, and then boom, 5 minutes later, he's got another one for you. Like, I guess if I had fast travel and all that, it wouldn't have been so bad. It still would have been annoying. But it never stops. It never stops. I would get a mod that stops the Preston Garvey stuff. Or I would just kill the militia. I like those guys because they're kind of good guys. That's why I joined them. I joined them and the Underground Railroad people. It was basically an Underground Railroad for robots. Spoiler alert. Yeah, fuck that guy for sure. Never really got into the world of mods. Mods are the bee's knees. Mods are the main reason to even PC game. Because consoles are super badass now. You know, the PlayStation 5, the Xbox, whatever the flip. They are badass, man. You gotta have an impressive PC to even equal them with performance, right? And it's a lot less headache to deal with, you know, because they optimize their game specifically for them if they do it correctly. Let's kick their ass. I completely agree, Sea Raider Captain. We will call you Sally. Sally the Sea Raider. Let's board them and beat them up. Bum, bum. Ooh, I like my plaid sails. This is the first time I think I've sailed since we've been back. Whee! We are on a cog, the largest ship in the game. All these mechanics are from Viking Conquest, which was DLC from Warband. Oh, I didn't bring my shield. We're going to die. We're going to die so fast. I'm kitted up for Robber Knights, not Sea Raiders. That's alright, though. We're going to have a good old time. We're going to take the helm. Rain down hellfire arrows on these badasses. Beep. Beep. Can't get a good line of sight on them scumbags. Let's break out Dawn and get to wacky wacky. 'Tis I, the sword of the morning. Why attack him from the front when you can take him from behind? That's what she said. Man, I love ship battles now that they run well. Gotta have WSE2 if you play these mods. And as a new... Oh, that makes me sad. Gotta get rid of these guys. Alright. These are new. Or reworked. Grab those. I guess we can grab that, sell it. Yeah, F Preston. F him. You know, you could just ignore him. Yeah, it's kind of hard to ignore him when he's at... You know, because I always try to be the good guy, the paladin, and go around and save all the people and do all the things. That's why my Witcher playthrough took so long. But, I do believe I started to ignore him once I realized that it was going to be a never-ending campaign. You know, a Sisyphean campaign. Stormlands is kicking the crap out of Dragonstone, which happens if you play the game or the the TV show version of this. When you call in House Targaryen, they take Dragonstone, and that just like destroys the faction Dragonstone because they can never like recuperate from this. The AI doesn't know how to like fight, and the AI has never been good at navigating the water. Even in Viking Conquest, it took them a long time to get it to work sort of okay, and that map was more simple than this map. This map's very complicated for the AI to navigate. So anyway, any faction that owns this area, they just kind of like sail around into walls and stuff. Yeah, Produno's done a lot of work to try to square this away, and it works. Like, as you can see, these guys navigated over here. It probably took them like 200 days to get over here, but they did it. What are you guys doing over here? Are you fighting? No. So Daenerys is probably over here at Dragonstone Vicinity, kicking the crap out of somebody. What do you guys think? Should we join House Targaryen? Because technically we're the foster child of Dane, so he was a Targaryen loyalist. Because he was a Kingsguard, of course. I started playing the Fallout 4 mod Frosty that turns the game into a survival simulator. You know, I saw a streamer playing that a while back. That did look very, very cool. There was another one that was like a super hardcore mod with its own intellectual property. I was excited for the New Vegas one. There was one called New Vegas that added like 20, 30 hours of like original content. I was going to play that at some point. I'm going to use the Sword of the Morning to take you from behind, gosh dog, right? Don't kink shame me. Who do we have here? Nobody. Fine. That is a hose. Ignore that. We're not going to sell that there. Man, these prices are garbage, but we're going to do it anyway. Do I have butter? I don't have butter. Let's grab some butter. Food variety gives you morale buff, which is good. Do I have lots of cheese? Yeah, I got lots of cheese. Grab some olives. I like to treat the troops. They've earned it. Running around all over creation, trading, butchering the evil, getting righteous retribution for all the small folk. Do I have fruit and apples? Or peaches and apples? Yeah, nice. Who do we have here? We've got a companion that I never recruit, and Alisar. Let's give him prisoners. There you go, buddy. So we made 2312. You know what? I gotta stop doing that and start putting them in my gold mine. Forced labor for their crimes. So you guys are sieging. So the Reach is at war with House Targaryen, huh? That's not good for House Targaryen because they are not smart like old Rawl here, the Three-Eyed Owl. Dragonstone, Castle Stokeworth, Aenar's Rest. So they've only got 3 walled fiefs. Because the problem with House Targaryen is when they come in, they have massive armies. They come in with like 1,000, 2,000 troopers per lord, and then Queen Daenerys has a massive army as well. But once they deplete them, they can't recruit that many again. So then their numbers are more like all the other lords, right? You know, a couple hundred. So they come in like a demon, and then they lose wind. And if the player doesn't intervene, they get defeated. Normally, like, the Veil attacks them. It's weird that they're at war with the Reach. I don't know why that is. Maybe the Reach had King's Landing when they invaded. Because they automatically go to war with whoever owns King's Landing. Normally, it's the Westerlands, depending on when you bring them in. They've declared war on me before because I own King's Landing, and then I did that mission to bring them in, and they attacked me. It's like, oh. I had a mod while in Fallout 4 called Feral Ghoul Outbreak. So it turned all the ghouls into ferals. So it made the game at every turn 50-50 of basically walking into a zombie horde. That's awesome. How's the performance with that? Like if you have a bunch of active AI on the screen, like what kind of horde are we talking about? Are we talking about like dozens? 100? Can you fit like 100 on a Fallout 4 scene without it breaking? Oh, I almost ran into the Reach again. Normally I love the Reach, but they currently don't like me because they owned my castle. Or they didn't own it. They were squatting in my ancestral home. We couldn't have that, so we had to take it from them. If I rest here, do I disappear off the map? Can't remember. Yes, I do. All right, that's the only way. If you need to escape and the bad guys are faster than you, try to find some place you can rest. But certain places, like villages, if you wait there, you don't disappear off the map. Even the ones you could wait at, like your own or whatever. But these ends are very good. They start off hidden. There's like one here. There's one here. I don't remember if you can wait at sceptries and disappear. Another cool one is this one. There's like a farm here that's part of the main storyline mission. But there's a hidden NPC in the back of it. And if you speak with him, he'll let you rest there for free and disappear off the map so you don't get attacked by, roaming bands or whatever. Which is very useful. And I didn't know that until probably in the last like 12 to 18 months. I've been playing this mod for years. I never knew about that NPC. And I probably played this mod more than anybody alive. And that's not hyperbole because I tested and everything. All right, let's go home and see if there's any lords that want recruitment. We could also swear, or no, we want to finish that mission. You know what's probably going on is all the House Targaryen people are prisoner. House Targaryen. No, they don't have anybody prisoner. There's only 7 of them, though. So where would they be? Where would they be? It's not like they own a lot. Dozens. That's a lot of ferals, man. Came around the corner once to about 300 Zeds. Jeez. It's like you're playing State of Decay 2. Not even State of Decay 2 could put that many on it. What kind of frames per second were you getting, you think, when you had that? What are you? No, that's not the one we want. Do you have a highlight of that on your channel somewhere? Because I'd like to see that. Bum, 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 bum. 60 frames per second with 300 Zeds on the screen is really well done. That means they did a lot of optimization with the LODs, to be able to allow that to happen. And then the AI wasn't like broken to where it is pinging your CPU. Because AI can also bork your CPU. And that's one of the reasons why more AI on the screen, making calculations can slow you down. All right, Theon, where the flip-flop is your lady lord? Close to Dragonstone, huh? Oh, so they're hiding in the mountain model. That's why I couldn't find them. They're here somewhere. Or is that them? Nope. 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 All right, they're hidden in this rock, I think. Yeah, there she is. That's why we couldn't find you. Hello, madam. About that task you gave me. Yep, here you go. Only a +2. Normally, I would buff the relationship increases of mods because it's too much of a grind and not. It's just poorly balanced. Because in the original Warband, there wasn't a whole lot to the game, so what they did was they made it very, very grindy. Very grindy. And I like to fix that. Do you have any tasks for me? Nope. Okay. You sure? Sometimes you can spam this and get one. She wants my Obra Sand, who is a skilled lass. That she is. That she is. Yep, 1 week. So she's going to have my companion for a week to help her out with something. Can I marry you? I wish to ask you something. Lion's house. You'll take a yes, it doesn't work here. I don't think I want to swear vassalage to you, Queen Daenerys. You're not a very good leader. She's got 593 troopers. Alright, we got to remember that she has one of our sand snakes. How many guys can I hold? So we can hold 330 on our boats. I need to buy, I think, 3 or 4 more 3 or 4 more cogs, right? Yeah, I've got 3, so I need 4 more cogs. And then I can have a max army of 630. But I don't think my leadership and renown currently allows me to have that many anyway. Man, we're only making 8,739. We got to bump this up to like fucking 20,000 a week. I mean, we could do a lot of work with what we got going on right now. Especially if I stick to tier 3 and 4 troopers. What does Dorn's tier 4 give me? I really like this song right here. I think it's from Vikings. Alright, Dorn. Let's see. That's tier 4. So Lancer. Power Strike 5, Riding 4. So I'm only getting an extra point, but he's got 240 in proficiencies. This cat's got 185, 200, which is good. And he's got one of the best swords. This is my favorite sword in the game. Well, except for Dawn, after I get a hold of it. And Long Claw is also good, but there's no natural way of getting Long Claw. So if we stick with those cats, what do you got going on there, brother? Yeah, you're not worth getting. Nor are you. You're not even as good as my buddy over there. What do you got? Yeah, he's got the new badass bow. So this is going to be my bread and butter right here. Lancer Archer. This guy will be dangerous. Power draw 7. Wow. What's your power? 6. What's your armor situation? 36, 16. 36, 16. You got this one. This affects their archery skills. It's not good. Yeah, so I mean they're very similar. And it cost me a lot of money to upgrade into them. What are you? Power Strike at 8. He's only got a one-handed of 180? Is that a joke? This should be like 400. This should be like 380. For a level 37? That is wrong. Oh, he just forgot. Yeah, these guys need a buff. Power Strike of 5, 6, and then boom, 8. What's that armor give you anyway? 49.15. Oh, this is one of those armors that have no negatives either. It doesn't have the medium or heavy trigger. That's good. That's really good. All right, back with the breakfast loot. Nice, Brandon Dunbar. So it makes the whole world... What are you eating for breakfast, by the way? Don't make me too hungry there, or else I'll order McDonald's breakfast. Or I'll go in there and make pancakes or waffles. I could do chicken and waffles, guys. Hey, Rawl, remember that diet? Silence inner thought. I'm thinking about chicken and waffles. I love chicken and waffles. So good. I also had a mod called Regrowth Overhaul. What does that do? Allows you to like farm more proficiently? Because a lot of mods were just like quality of life improvements because the all the building, crafting, everything was super janky. You know, when you're trying to like place buildings and things on the buildings. And then there was a ton of mods to where it gives you like the snap to and you could build anywhere and all that kind of stuff, which is cool. What does House Targaryen look like nowadays? That's the wrong House Targaryen. I think this is the one Daenerys uses. Ooh, that guy looks badass. Look at that guy. He looks like Aegon Targaryen. That's a cool mount, dude. I want that mount. Give it to me. He's only got a power strike at 6. That's depressing. What do you got? 5? Ugh. Did he buff this armor? No. It's still shit. What about that armor? What does that look like? Gambison. Looks cool. Halberdier, what do you got going on? What about you? 240. What kind of mace is that? Is that the 36? 35. It's very short, but it does a lot of blunt damage, which is good. I kind of like you, dude. What are your stats? 240, 5'2". What are you, tier 4? No, 5. Yeah. What do you guys got going on? Oh, I like this guy. Heavy armor, crossbow. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Medium armor. That does 82 piercing damage with an accuracy of 100. That'll fly through your shield, pierce your body, hit your dead grandmother behind you. And she lives in the next town over. It's a badass weapon. 195. What is that? That's a good one too. Might use these crossbowmen actually. Well, yeah, that's not too shabby. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What weapon is that? Shitty axe? Piercing axe, though. That gets through armor. What does your piercing axe do? Same shitty axe. That axe did like 35 piercing. Oof, then we'd be talking. Because it's slow as dog molasses. 80 speed's really slow. You don't want that. You don't want that in your life. You want at least 90 something. I want over 100. Because I'm greedy. Greedy about my speed. I would love to have a battle between the tier 4 line here and then the tier 4 line with Dorn. What's Bravo's got going on? Yeah, there's still garbage up here. What did he do with the north? Did he buff you? No. That guy needs a buff. So do you, to be honest with you. And I don't like this sword at all. I like the speed rating. Actually, no, he buffed this sword. I believe. 30 cutting damage isn't very high, but... so it makes the whole world overgrown and resemble the Last of Us levels of natural growth. That's a cool mod. Have you played your modded Fallout 4 on stream? And I'm assuming you have a YouTube channel, right? I have a YouTube channel, but I just kind of like upload my video game diary there. I don't really do try hard edits or anything. But definitely follow me there, though. Even my own friends and family aren't liking my videos, and it's bullshit. You know what I do when I go to my buddies, like anybody, even if they're just an acquaintance? First thing I do, like the video, make a comment before I forget or fall asleep. Because that's usually when I am watching my friends as I'm laying in bed, thinking about them in the carnal sense. Because you know me, I sleep nude. You guys, man. I want to like these guys because they look so cool, but oh, he left them with the short bow. You know what, Mr. Northern Hunting Archer? Women don't want a short man. And old Rawl here doesn't want a short bow. Not with his NPC archers. Not one bit. Oh, if you go fishing a lot, you can get a Valerian sword. Hey, let's do that. We're going to go fishing. Let's go fish next to Starfault so we can defend it in case of... What's going on over here? Why are you hiding over here with no men? It's probably because he doesn't have a fief, right? You don't have a fief, do you? Yeah, I didn't think so. That black sky right there is caused by the HDR setting. So if you get that, you're playing with WSC2, just turn it off, turn it back on, and your sky will be good again. He says, do I know you? We say, I am the great Sir Ulrich of House Bane. The bards sing songs about my deeds all over the known world. Getting cocky, Sir Ulrich, getting cocky. He says, I will not forget how together we captured Castle Stokeworth. Yeah, we totally did. I helped you with that. Remember? Well, let's ask you something. What are you doing? Yeah, that means the AI doesn't know what to do. I kind of want to give some troops to you. Do I have anybody I want to give you? You can have some squires. Here you go. Have some squires. Brotherhood Hunter, they're pretty good. These guys are very expensive. Let's get rid of them. Boop. Those guys are pretty expensive too, but at least they're tier 5 or tier 6, tier 5, I think. Yeah, that's enough of that. All right, how is the war going with the Reach? No clear winner has yet emerged. Well, it's about to, because they are hell dunking that castle that you and I took together. Incorrect roll. I don't think you have a daughter, do you? Yeah, none of the House Targaryen lords have daughters or anybody you can marry, which also makes it not a good faction to join. This is Brienne of Tarth's father's home, Lord Selwyn Tarth. He is currently 51 years of age. And Brienne is a companion in this mod. I don't think I found her yet, though. And she's quite expensive. What is Morn? But anyway, there's Tarth. That's where Brienne is from. Boop. Morn was the seat of petty kings who ruled from the eastern shore of Tarth in what is now the Stormlands. That should be capitalized. Having examined the castle's ruins, Maester Hubert writes in the Kin of the Stag that Morn was of Andal origin, not a First Men. Right. So the First Men were kind of like the native Britons, you know, as far as we know. And then the Andals, I think, are supposedly kind of like the Anglo-Saxons that came in after. Or maybe even the Normans. The Andals might be Norman, so either Anglo-Saxon or Norman. Because, of course, a lot of Planet Tos's history is, you know, inspired by real-world history, which is why it's so good. And then George is a really good writer, so it feels like a living, breathing world with real people. Yeah. Which is why I'm a fan. I used to. Copy that. In fact, let's look at that. I want to see that. So what was the name of that mod? Regrowth Overhaul. Options. Sound. Silence you. Alright, Fallout 4. Regrowth Overhaul. Alright, Fallout 4 console. This was 7 years ago, wow. Yeah, you forget, but I still think of Fallout 4 as a new game, but that is a 2015 game. Same with Witcher 3. I still think of Witcher 3 as a new game, and it's like, that is an 8-year-old game. Time is flying, man. Man, everybody hug your family, kiss your puppy. Time is flying, man. We are all on the Titanic, polishing the knobs. Anywho, so enough of that. Is there like a more modern video of this? Leaving Sanctuary, Fallout 4 mods, Resurrection. Is that a full conversion? Buy cheap games. Is that a full conversion mod? Let's just try this one up top.
Plants and trees.
Looks like I watched a little bit of it. I don't remember watching a little bit of this.
What's going on, everybody? Thanks for checking out this video. In this one, I'm going to be showing you guys a console mod.
Yeah, I love that, man. Because that's like one of the things about Fallout is it was just all brown, you know.
Sky Trooper, and this overhauls the Commonwealth with rich green plants and trees. It aims to give an atmosphere similar to The Last of Us, where you'll notice vines pretty much.
I love the atmosphere of Last of Us. Wasn't that show so good? They did such a good job translating it from the game because I love the story of the game. The gameplay was like, but the story, the immersion, so good. I haven't played the sequel, but I haven't heard good things about the story.
I mean, not to mention, yeah, it retextures everything.
Yeah, it's a great mod.
Environments. It even also changes the roads. You can get an even better experience combining this with the spring in the Commonwealth. Keep in mind, though, you will.
Yeah, that's what I would do if I ever played Fallout 4 again. And what was the other one, brother? What was the one with the Zeds? Came with the mod, Feral Ghoul Outbreak. Feral Ghoul Outbreak. Wait a minute, was it an expansion pack? Or was it a mod? Fallout 4 release, FGEP Feral Ghoul expansion pack. Let's try that. Night dawns and Feral's prow. Can you survive the new mutants? Pause that for half a second. That's the mod. That is so cool that you guys with Xboxes can play mods now. That is so good. Like, if I didn't stream, I wouldn't even have a gaming PC. I would just have an Xbox or a PlayStation or both. Because I usually bought both back when I was doing that. Been a while since I've made a mod of this scale, if ever. I bring to you today the pinnacle of my work for the past couple months. FGEP, or the Feral Ghouls expansion pack. It brings long-awaited variety to the Feral Ghoul faction, adding more than 7 new unique monsters. Alright, so this isn't the... Well, it might be. I don't know. We'll have to see. Dude, The Last of Us show was amazing. Really, really enjoyed it. It was top tier, man. It was like HBO of old. And the fact that they took the best bits of the game and they integrated it into a TV show so well. Like, I don't know anybody. Like, you know those YouTube channels that just want to shit on everything nerddom now? You know, like they want to just like shit on the identity politics, which I agree. The identity politics is getting very stale and stupid. But it's like, not everything is terrible. But even they couldn't say too much negative about the The Last of Us show. Because what they do is when something good comes out, they'll talk about it for 2 seconds and then they go right back to shitting on fucking Captain Marvel or whatever. You know what's not good though is that the Invisible Invasion or whatever, the Nick Fury show. That is so bad. And the comic version of what they're trying to do in the show was epic. It was like Infinity War epic in the comics. I didn't read them all the books. I just kind of read the summary omnibus type stuff, but it's like, they turned it into, I guess they're just trying to save money or something. I don't know what the hell was going on with that fucking show. Should have been a win. A Nick Fury spy drama? Come on, man. That was easy. Feral rotters. Volatile ferals that have mutated to excrete a radioactive stench. Oh, this is like State of Decay 2 stuff right here. I don't think this is the mod that Jaywin was talking about, though. Let's see. Feral ghoul outbreak. Let's try the outbreak one. Maybe that's the one that gives us hordes. Feral ghoul behavior. Fallout 4 throwback zombie walkers. Ooh, now we're talking. Because Fallout, man, like especially when you were going into the
Hey, how's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another Fallout 4 mod throwback. So, the reason I'm making this video today is because one of the questions I get asked all the time is, Dak, how do you get your ghouls to shamble the way that they shamble? How do you get ghouls to travel in these big hordes?
So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's like 7, 8, 9, 10 ghouls on this one.
It's a combination of mods, but the biggest thing is the Zombie Walkers mod. Now, before we get into all of the details of that mod, I do want to say really quickly, the whole intention of this mod throwback series that we've been doing is to go back and check out older mods, and I think this is a great opportunity. Zombie Walkers obviously is one that not many people know about anymore, as I get asked about it all the time. And it is an old...
And this guy repeats himself a lot, doesn't he? If you're making a YouTube video, you don't have to repeat yourself, man. You can edit. I get it, though. I get it. The best zombie overhaul mod. The absolute best. That's probably hyperbole. Just the same guy. Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Fallout 4 mod review, and today we have what is, in my opinion, the undoubtedly best zombie overhaul.
Yeah, he turned these into like the Walking Dead type zombies.
This is going to completely replace all feral ghouls with humanoid zombies, and this mod is called Fall Evil Mega Zombie Pack by Arrogans. Now, Arrogans has been making a ton of Resident Evil mods, and if you don't know, Resident Evil is a zombie game that has a lot of interesting enemy types, and typically from Arrogans, that's what we get, is a lot of the more interesting enemies, things like the hunters and the lickers and other interesting creatures. Every single instance of a feral ghoul with a humanoid zombie. Quick disclaimer,
yeah, that's
if
pretty
you
cool.
see any feral ghouls still existing in...
We want the feral ghoul horde mod, though. We want to see all the ghouls. Can I survive Fallout 4 modded with a zombie apocalypse? That's a long video. Blood infection. 30 mods to make Fallout 4 generally scary. I tell you what, man, some of those vaults, the stories, if you like read through all of the codexes and everything, there's a horror story. So many good ones. I just learned what the lore of the vaults really were. I always knew that the vaults were like an experiment done by Vault Tech for whatever reason, but I was always like, why would you care about doing experiments after the apocalypse? Well, it turns out that the Enclave, which were like the bad guys in Fallout, like in Fallout 3, they're the guys running around black armor. They created a spaceship, an Ark, that couldn't travel faster than light, right? So to get to the next planet that they wanted to live at, it was going to take many generations. So it's an Ark ship, a generational ship. So the vaults were them experimenting on how to survive a long period of time in a closed space. So the psychology and the disease and food, farming, all that, that's what all the vaults were just like dark experiments where they cared nothing about human life or anything. All they wanted was data on how to improve their chances of surviving in their arc ships. Some real evil shit. But we all knew Vault-Tec was evil shit, right? We all knew that. We all knew that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got to take a quick 2-minute break. I will see your beautiful screen names shortly. And we're back. All right, let's do a little bit of this. Whoop, fade out like a professional. Bum, 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 bum. Every time I make a tweet about my stream, I get like 4 follows and some likes from like those graphic designers. Always some like pretty girl as their avatar. Gotta love it. Dwayne says, to be honest, I don't watch TV. I watch a lot less of it than I used to. Not normal TV, anyways. Twitch is my TV. Right. I watch YouTube more than anything. Yeah, because YouTube's got it all, man. It's got the video game stuff. It's got history. It's got, I watch that. But I watch TV with my family, like dinner time or something like that. We'll try to watch a movie or show, but it's getting more and more difficult to find something that we'll all watch and can handle. And isn't because even like the stuff that I should love, like The Witcher, is hot garbage. Have any of you gotten through The Witcher season 3? Holy smokes. I am like forcing myself to get through it, but it is bad. It is so bad. You know what I do while I'm watching Witcher 3 is I watch like videos of the, or I'm saying Witcher 3, but the show, The Witcher. I'm watching videos of Witcher 3 stuff while the like in TV show is like monotonally having the same conversation for the 12th time in one episode with nothing happening. Oh my God. Nothing about that show has been good. Except for like the first season, there were moments. What a letdown. It's like people that hate The Witcher are making The Witcher show. That's what it feels like. It feels like you know, like if you had a girlfriend who didn't like you playing video games or watching something that she doesn't like, and she was just in the background, you know, satirically, mocking the show. That's what the show feels like. It feels like a mockery. It's like some of the prisoners you have working in the mine managed to escape. What? I've got plenty of guards over there. That's bullshit. I don't like whatever he did to that. It breaks everything. I've got like 1 million guards. Whoop. Man, watching those Fallout 4 mod videos and knowing they're on Xbox makes me want to do a playthrough. Hell yeah, man. Like I've said, because you stream from your Xbox, so what do you use as your, do you have like a laptop or like a PC that you use, or do you just stream directly from your Xbox? Because I've seen smooth, like there's this Irish lady who just started streaming. What the hell's her name? Celtic Cat. She streams a lot of Red Dead Redemption multiplayer, which is cool because I love Red Dead Redemption 2, and I tried the multiplayer for like a day or two, but it was dead. I couldn't find any human beings playing, so I quit playing it. But she just started streaming with that, and she also plays like Batman games. So her name's like Celtic Bat because she loves Batman and like Harley Quinn specifically. Let's see if I can find her channel. But I think she streams directly from her channel. Silence you! Was it Celtic _bat? Is that right? Yeah, she's a nice lady with like a very soothing voice. And she plays like her husband, Red Dead, and some other stuff. But this is like straight streaming, I believe, from her Xbox, which I was very impressed. And it's like a smooth stream. It looks okay. I'll go ahead and shout her out while I'm doing stuff. But she's brand new to streaming, trying to get all the things done. There we go. Yeah, she's playing Batman. I don't like those clips. Hurt my ears. That was a good clip. Those are very popular clips, though, of course. The screaming ones. Those are such great games. I think I only played the first two, but I need to go back and play all of them.
Do you see what I mean? Like...
Anyway, that was directly from an Xbox. Alright, what do I need to get here? Anything groovy? Faction? Nice. Can I get those new boots? I can't get the new boots. It makes me sad. Can I get a sand steed? This kind. Only this kind. Alright, sell some iron. Sell the stone. Good morning, Death Dealer. 542nd of their lineage. Glory be to you, sir. What are you up to? We've been talking about lots of stuff today. I have a laptop. I use capture card. Yeah, the capture card translates the information to your laptop, but the laptop does the heavy lifting, the encoding. Have you ever tried to stream directly from your Xbox? Because I know Uncle Filth is having issues. I helped him out a little bit as much as I could. But he needs to do some other stuff, I think. What is that no data return thing? Why is it doing that? It's weird. Does it do it here? No, it doesn't do it there. Hail and welcome to Celtic Back. They were playing. Yep. Regrowth is non-linear available, I believe. It was also at the time I was playing PC only because of its size. Regrowth is non-linear available, I believe. Does that mean you can't have it on Xbox? Possibly, right? Because I'm assuming Xbox has its own like workshop, kind of like Steam Workshop, which I never usually use. I always kind of install mods manually, unless I have to get the newest update through Steam. Like a Clash of Kings, its newest update is, or its most current update, I believe, is only available on Workshop Steam. Yeah, Xbox was limited to 2 gigs. Oh, yeah. That's a bummer. That's the way ModDB used to be with Warband mods. They had to change that. I can attempt to visit a lady. Nice. Is this Ilaria? Yeah, that's Ilaria. How you doing, Ilaria? Yeah, Oberon's Marshall this patch. Sometimes he's upstanding, but your dad's a good guy though, right? No, he's Marshall. Well, Marshall's not necessarily a bad guy, but they're not a good guy. Oh, Bella's ambitious. I don't think I want to marry the Sands. Who do we want to marry? Kind of want to marry the daughter of like one of our vassals or something, but we've only got one vassal currently. Mr. Smallwood here. What do you have for a daughter? How old are you? 22. I don't like that haircut though. I like a good pixie haircut IRL, but in the game it doesn't look good. She's good age though. And she's got good parent, like a swan. That's a cool house. Doesn't look like her dad's in the game. Well, he's probably in the game, but not connected to her. Yeah, where's my horse, you sons of biscuits? Oh, it's got that armor. Nice. I don't think that's as good as... Well, yeah, it's because this only weighs 1 pound. Man, I really wish this thing didn't have that medium modifier, because how cool does that look? What does that do, medium armor? I think it takes away a horse archery point. I don't think it takes away power draw, but I think it might take away power draw, which is unacceptable. Unacceptable. Plus, we like to look at Sir Ulrich's face. There's not a lot of goods to buy down here. Like, they want to sell you wool cloth, but the prices aren't good. But they have a lot of it. Same with pottery. These are not good prices. You basically want to stick to the salt and fur trade and maybe the iron trade every now and again if you're in the vicinity. Don't make a special trip for it, though. Also, I meant no longer available. Copy that. Copy that. Yeah, 2 gigs isn't a lot when you're talking about a mod that has like textures or something, especially like HD textures. 2 gigs is not a lot. Like Warband mods, you know, they're well over 2 gigs now. You know, the compressed files are like over 2 gigs. Bum, 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 bum. Am I reading a book? I better be. Yeah, we're reading The Conquest of Dorne. I don't think Dorne has ever been conquered. Not really. Manderly heavy armor. How cool is that? Does that have a heavy modifier? I don't want to spend $15,599 to find out. We'll have to go look at that somewhere else. You can't try on his stuff. You just buy it if you move it. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's go ahead and get a workshop here. We're on the lookout for Sylvia. We need a healer. Could have swore I got Sylvia on Ulrich. But the problem with Ulrich, we've been playing with him for years, or you know, probably almost 2 years or something. But we lost his data when I got the new PC. So we had to start a new game. We imported him though, so we didn't have to like re-level up or anything. But we lost all of his money and, you know, whatever fiefs he had, if he had any. So Sir Ulrich has been with us for quite a while. Where the hell is the who's it here? It's been a while since I've been here. Was he up there? No, he's not up there. When you first play a Warband mod, it's always a pain in the ass to find the guild masters. I think he's up here to my right. World of Ice and Fire has some really gnarly ones too that are hard to find. 674. This place sucks. And once I'm gonna flip and get wine. That's 26,000 stags. Nah, we're not going to do that. We're just going to get... There's only 3 profitable workshops in World of Ice and Fire. It's a brewery, wine press, or an ironworks. None of the other ones are ever profitable. So that's like 8,000 more, but I'm making an extra 300. So that's like for every 10 weeks, be like 3,000. So it's 10, 20, like 30 weeks to make up for the extra. I mean, I guess that's 30 weeks though, huh? I don't think we're going to play that long. Maybe. I mean, we could conquer the map, right? Yeah, let's just get the wine press. We're feeling fancy today. Can I buy this? Oh, yeah, I forgot about this, yeah. Oof, that was expensive. We should be collecting that. How do I look at that? Can't do it there. Can I do it here? Game's freaking out on me. Ooh, I think we might crash. I haven't crashed in a long time. Let's give it a second. Maybe we won't crash. I've got that white screen. You guys can't see it, but let's see if it can recover. Man, I haven't saved in a while either. Luckily, we're playing on Iron Man, so I get automatic saves. Never do that, by the way. If you're playing Warband, make lots of saves because you can get corruptions and stuff. We're just doing it because we're hardcore. Are you going to recover? No, you're not going to recover. Fine. Alt F4. Close program. Let's try that again. Bum 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 bada bum bum bada bum bum bada bum bum bada bum bada bum 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 bada bum. I'm gonna rewatch House of the Dragon. I want to get pumped up for the new season that's coming out next year. They were taking 2 years off. Plus, with the writer's strike, it actually might be more. It might be like 2025 before we get something. I do think that House of the Dragon scripts were already written because I think they're shooting it, or they've already shot it, one or the other. So we'll see. Let's see, how much time do we lose there? We didn't lose too much time. I don't have a play. I don't have a thing here. Let's get a thing here. All right, did I sell this stuff? Nope. Nope. Give me that back. All right, let's go talk to the guildmaster and get a workshop here instead of over yonder. Hello, Dew. Dew the Dew. We gotta feed him, actually. I forgot about that. Yeah, it's a way better deal. 885 of 14,500 silver stacks. All right, dude. Do I have anything you want to eat? I have something for you. Dried meat. All right, we got to buy some more. All right, he likes meat. He likes wolf. I don't know if he eats wolf meat, actually, because wolf meat's kind of a unique thing. Let's see if he'll eat that. Yeah, he doesn't eat wolf meat. I think it doesn't have the trigger for meat or something. Because the war dog is from Viking Conquest. So it's whatever meats and stuff that you could eat in Viking Conquest, and that did not have, wolf meat. That's a roll device and fire thing. Ba-ba-ba. I love this song. Oh, we need to pick a village, or we'll do it to our own village, Palestone. Oh, I got looted, sons of bitches. Yeah, I forgot, but what we need to do is pick like a village that does not get raided very often. And start working for them so we can get high relations, so we can start recruiting. Welcome back, Guy. Alright, so now we can look at something. What do we want to look at up north? The, how much the lords like Roose Bolton. I'm not getting political details for him, though. I should. That's weird. Oh, Edmure, what are you doing up there, buddy? You don't even have a fief. I should have gotten a political detail because I just spied them out. Alright, we want to try to give Edmure Tully a castle so he'll come join us. I don't have an extra or wait a minute. I think I still have Talion, right? Or Carthagar, I mean. I gave Talion to another guy. Yeah, so we own Carthagar, so we can give that to Edmure. That kind of sucks, though, because he won't be much help to us over here. But then what we could do is, when we take something else, we could give that to him, and then he'll have two of them. But what happens is the AI will travel to their fiefs, so he'll constantly be traveling back and forth. So we'd have to give him, like, an appropriate fief. Alright, let's head home. And we'll, what's that? Thought that was a reach guy for a second. We gotta be careful, because we're not powerful enough to face an army right now. Not at all. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Let's see. Dorne is at war with who? The Reach. That makes sense. It's weird that all these villages aren't raided. Oh wow, they took back a High Hermitage. Nice, good for them. You know what? We're gonna start taking shit. That's what we're gonna do. Fuck the Reach. The Reach is one of my favorite factions, though, in the story. But for these purposes, they can kick rocks. Alright, so we got Lord Edric Dane. He is a relations to our foster father. Are you the 12-year-old? Yeah, you're the 12-year-old. He's the one that used to have Starfall. He says, do I know you? Why, probably not, but you knew our foster father, of course. Actually, no, you didn't. He wasn't alive then. Alright, so you're fiefless. You're probably a piece of garbage, though, right? I wish to ask you something. There's no campaign. There should definitely be a campaign. What's our next objective? Yeah, I don't think I want to... It would be cool to have a Dane in our faction, but not that Dane. I don't think either one of the Danes are any good. Like, there was one here and then here. They're like cousins to the proper House Dane, which are these guys. Currently us guys. Alright, we got a lot of freeloaders here. A lot of freeloaders. How's it going? You're garbage. You're garbage. You're garbage. You are also garbage. A lot of garbage in my keep. You're the good guy, Mopatis. But I can't recruit him. Because of the way the game works. Alright, you. I need you to send... this guy. Gonna give them Carthagar. North, Edmure Tully. We're gonna send one of the Sand Snakes. I believe they got a high persuasion. I think they have a high persuasion. Alright, so where is the Blackfish? Is the Blackfish with the North? Might be with the Veil. They usually join the Veil if they lose the Riverlands. I like the name Meadows, and then their sigil's like a shield made out of flowers. I don't know, it's something about Meadows, I dig it. No, they aren't islands, are they? Cohort, Pentos. Pentos is no more. I don't think anybody joins the Night's Watch on their own volition anymore. They only join the Night's Watch if the player owns Westerland or King's Landing and makes them go to the wall. That is so cool that the Frisch folk got defeated by the Night's Watch. Yeah, I don't know where he is, man. Greyjoy, huh? You traitor. Craig Hall. I like his name, Leo Ledford. What is that called when your first and last name start with the same letter or sound? First letter. Alliterative. I can never remember that word. Alliterative. Names with the first name and last name having the same first letter are called alliterative names. I have an alliterative first and middle name. My name's actually really cool. I should have fucking become a rock star. I've got a rock star name. It's a shame. It's a shame I did not live up to my rock star name's potential. Alliteration. Relating to or marked by alliteration. The occurrence of the same letter or sound at the beginning of adjacent or closely connected words. Yeah.
Alliteration.
Oh, that's a good voice. Usually the Google voice is not good. Not good. Medieval Latin, of course, is its etymology origin, as all things mostly that we speak the words of. Alright, let's see. Characters. What's he go by? Lord Brendan Tully or Sir Brendan Tully? I don't remember. Lord Brendan Tully. There you are, Lord. You are with the North, but I could have swore I did not see you, Brendan Tully. There's that Tully. Where's Brendan Tully? Oh, he's at the bottom. That's why. I never look at the bottom. It's rude. Alright, I want to recruit him, though. Let's send a recruiter to... We're going to give him Palestone. North. Brendan. We got to talk to Howland Reed, too. He might go to the wall, depending on what his answers are about the Tower of Joy. Boop. Oof. Who can I send? Who's got good persuasion? I can't remember. I don't think Syrio has good persuasion. I think Hagen's got a couple points. Nah, we'll just roll with it. That's all for now. What else can we do here? How much money do I have? 18,000. So I could hire a big party, but that is quite expensive. Dun, 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 bum, ba-da-bum. Man, I got a lot of guys here. I want some rubber knights. Alright, let's get our... How much are that? Ooh, 151 is quite expensive. Let's get Angai back up here. Alright, let's grab our cavalry so they don't slow us down too much. That guy looks pretty cool. So does that guy. Man, a lot of these guys look cool. Got Red Wine Knights, they're 94. Greyjoy Reaver. Dragonstone Noble. Seaguard Knights, nice. Yeah, I got Immortals. Sunspirit Guardsmen. Got Dornish Knights. Nah, I don't like those guys. Medium Spearmen. Heavy Horse Archers. Scouts. Conscripts. Levies. Let's get up to 300 and go get us a castle. Dornish Sharpshooter. Dragonstone. No, not you. Exile Knight. That knight. Black Goat Warrior. They're from Qohor. I don't know what the lore is of the Qohoric Goat Warriors, but Manage Garrison. Let's grab those guys. Those guys. Those guys. Oh, that guy looks badass right there. Riverlands Knight. 241. Actually, we don't want any reach. We're about to piss off a lot of reach. That'll kill their morale. Irish Cavalry. Black Goat Warriors. Stonelander Vanguard. Sure. And then let's fill up the rest with peasants. Except to visit a lady. Nah, we're not going to do that without the permission of her father. And we don't like her pixie cut. Alright, let's see if we can grab ourselves some peasants. Oh, those are still reach peasants. They haven't transferred the culture yet. Is there a bridge over here? Yeah, it's right there. What's my garrison now? 122. So they'll siege. Yeah, they'll siege that. Because I don't know if those NPCs will help defend it. It'd be cool if they did, because that's super powerful. I can't remember if they do or don't. We'll have to test that out. I also need to be checking the taverns, because that's where you can find those new troops. You know, like the Raven Tree Archers and the Red Wine Knights and all those guys. And they are very powerful. What are you guys doing? Are you being chased by that guy? Are you running from him? I'll help you. Yeah, you better run. You better run, sir. The other issue is a lot of lords have like a 10 in pathfinding, which is bullshit, by the way. And I've only got a 7+2. Makes me sad. Yeah, Wolfmeat doesn't expire either. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, we got some money there. Oof, I could buy more. Nice. Ooh, that was expensive. Nobody's available to hire, really? That's very sad. How much money did I just blow there? Quite a bit. Alright, let's get a green blood. You know, I always mean to fix the balance of this song, because I really do like this song. I had to email the, or message the creator of the reworked and ask him where he got this medley. But I found it. Alright, I think we're about maxed out, right? Nice. Planky 10. Other activities? Anybody want to join? No. Let's go to land registry. Got some money. Whoop. Can buy some of that. Oop. Nice. Hail, friend. Get some money there. How much is it per acre? 1470. Alright, that was 73. Yeah, we'll hold off on that. Because you can always buy more land than the profits you got for the last 2 weeks. Hello, Lord Ulrich Avon Jun. See, I was calling you Jun Ginger last night because on this one it like cuts off the half of the N and it looked like an R to me. But when I was making the highlight for YouTube, I noticed that I was calling you Jun Ginger. And also the thing with the Slava and Slavic, I don't think I misspoke, but you guys were thinking that I was saying that slave came from the word Slava. No, it was Slavic. It came from Slav. But the words are so similar, I could see why we were all confused with that. But greetings to you, sir. I'm back after watching the LPL. What is the LPL? You're giving me initialisms like I know what they mean. Like if you throw a lol at me, I usually know what that means. PhD, I know what that means. Actually, I don't know what PhD means. It means doctorate. What does PhD stand for? Papa? It's probably Latin or something, right? I know the D's doctorate. PhD. Yeah, it's Doctor of Philosophy. Doctor of Philosophy. So it's probably Latin for Doctor of Philosophy, right? So how is getting a PhD in like mathematics a doctorate of philosophy? Yeah, whatever. PhD initialism. Meaning. Yeah, it's Latin for philosophi. So it's probably like philosophi. So the PH is just for the one word philosophi, which is Latin for philosophy. And the D is doctorate. So philosophi doctor, or doctor philosophi. I probably knew that just kind of for, because I took Latin in high school. For one semester. All we did was learn like history and mythology though, which was fine with me. Then I took Spanish and then realized I didn't like speaking Spanish. And I had a really bad Spanish teacher, so I didn't really learn Spanish either. Main reason is just so I could flirt with the Spanish girls in their native tongue. Quite attractive. Quite attractive. The League of Legends Pro League, copy that, Red Leader, is the top level professional league for League of Legends. I played League of Legends for 5 minutes one day, many years ago. My niece is married to a guy that was heavily addicted to League of Legends. He was down here on a visit, and he didn't game for a couple days, and then finally he was able to game, and he just sat at my bar playing League of Legends on his laptop, or not even his laptop, and the whole time his legs were shaking, you know, like an addict getting their fix. It was quite funny. Gingen is the municipality of Zollernalbreckes, Baden-Württemberg, Germany. It is located nearby the castle Brugg Hohenzollern, about 5 kilometers east of Hackeningen. In former times, the city was located in Hohenzollern-Hackingen, a principality of the House of Hohenzollern, and a fiefdom of Swabian. I know Swabian. I knew a word there. Swabian. Yeah, but you were giving us the history lesson of Mr. Lord Ulrich of von Gingen. We're going to keep calling him Ginger, though. Makes me happy. Rawl, you're a smart guy. I know. I'm so smart I even know that you use the incorrect your. I make that mistake too all the time. I'm trying to find a game that State of Decay 2 fans can relate to and enjoy. Just trying to find what makes my second game, Fallout 4, with some zombie mods could be good. That would be a great choice. I think there is a whole subgenre of zombie lovers, right? The horror fans. It's like being a Star Wars nerd or something. So there's tons, man. You got almost infinite options for zombie games, but you just want to find one that you can put a lot of hours into and enjoy a lot of hours. The cool thing about a Fallout game, though, is you can talk to your chat. The one negative thing about State of Decay 2 is while you're playing it, it's hard to talk to chat because there's not really many downtimes. And if you're like sitting at your base talking to your chat for a long period of time, you're not able to game. Fallout's one of those games to where you could definitely talk to your chat. That's one of the things I liked about Star Citizen is like when I'm in Quantum or, there's a lot of downtime to where I can flirt with my chat. But when I play like fast paced or like even Mountain Blade, like when I'm not playing Mountain Blade, it's not playing back, right? But I think Fallout 4 with zombie mods would be good. You could do the 7 Days to Die one, and play that with your viewers if you want. I played that one day with one of my moderators, the mighty Cuculane. The most famous people from Jungingen were two brothers who became Grand Master of the Teutonic Order during the Baltic Crusades. Conrad von Jungingen and Ulrich von Jungingen. Yeah. I've watched a little bit and read a little bit of the Teutonic Order, mainly in the Holy Land, Syria and all that. I remember how surprised I was that they fought a crusade up in Europe. And not only did they fight a crusade, they became their own faction. The Teutonic Order was like a state. They led their own thing. It more or less has to be. It doesn't have to be zombies, but I know what you mean. And I love it. Love zombie everything, so I want to explore those. It's got to be a zombie RPG. They have that one that people love, the top-down one, survival game that's hyper-realistic. Is that Zomboid? Zomboid's very popular. I don't really watch Zomboid. One of my favorite zombie games. Some of the Resident Evils are really good. Have you played the newer Resident Evils? Like the ones with the family, and then there's a new one. What the hell is that called? I own that game. I never finished it, though. Alright, let's go to Steam. But that was a good, slow-paced horror game. The parts that I played. Bum, bum, bum. 7 Days to Die would be going with the viewers, of course. I already said that. Let's see. Resident. So you had Resident Evil Revelations 2. That's the remaster. Yeah, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. And then the one that came out after that I haven't played. So I guess Resident Evil 8. Those would be good ones. One of the streamers I used to watch on YouTube a long time ago, she used to make this she was called Comic Book Girl. And she used to have a cool little nerd talk show. She had a robot puppet and stuff. But for whatever reason, she stopped doing that because she wasn't making money. Now she just does low effort stuff on Twitch. A lot of the old school nerd people, that's what they do now. They just kind of do just chatting. But what she does is she plays movies. She just, she was watching Donnie Darko on Friday on stream. I don't know how she was able to do that. Because I know you can do Amazon watch parties, but I don't think you can actually stream it. you know, but you can watch it with your viewers who also have Amazon. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I talked to everybody during State of Decay 2. It comes with being the best God gamer. Yeah, there's that, of course. There is that. But I'm with you. Are you burning out of SOD2? Because that can happen. 7 days to die on console is such high guard. Oh, is that the problem? Oh, that's the other thing. You're on console, right? So you can't play some games. You know what is a lot of fun is Deep Rock Galactic. There's no zombies, but that's a really fun like co-op game that you could do with your viewers. Corona, The Crown of the Kings is a Polish historical drama series aired from 2018 to whatever TV P1 is. The show is a biographical story about the reign of King Casimir III the Great. Seasons 1 and 2. Queen Jadwiga and King Władysław II Jagiello as co-rulers. Season 3. Alright, we'll have to Google this show. It probably doesn't have like good subtitles. Alright, let's go ahead and do Crown of the Kings and see if there's like a version we can watch over here in the States. Yeah, I don't think there's... It got really, really bad reviews. I've noticed that with a lot of Baltic shows and stuff. Like even in the US, there's like US production companies that'll go and shoot in East Europe to save money. You know, because the crew and all that doesn't make as much money, and then they will hire like local actors, and you can always see the jankiness of it. You know, like a Steven Seagal, you know, all that stuff is shot in like East Europe or probably Russia now, who knows. Yeah, there's nowhere I can watch this legally. You can watch it on a naughty site probably, but... This is my type of show, of course. 400 episodes? What is it, like a soap opera? They had an episode every day? 3 seasons, 400 episodes. Wow. Is a first Polish... Crown of Kings is a first Polish television series. What does that mean, first? I'm sure they had television series before 2018. What does that even mean? Which is devoted to medieval history of Poland. The action of the new historic... Yeah, it's a soap opera. Alright, that makes sense. That's why there's so many episodes. That's funny. Now, I'm trying to expand to another game. SOD2 will always be my main game. Trying to convert them to a very closely related game. So I may check out Fallout 4 Zombie Mod. Yeah, it's a great choice. Plus, if you want your channel to grow... It's good to play different things. Like, that's why my channel never really grew, because I would just play, like, Mountain Blade. And that's all I played. Warband, you know. And then when Bannerlord came out, you know, my channel would grow then. And then I quit playing that. But, and then also, you can't take, like, 6 months off all the time. If you got your channel to grow. Ah, yes. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. The series was also called the Polish Game of Thrones. Yeah. That's probably my all-time favorite show. Game of Thrones. I'm really enjoying House of the Dragon, though. But I just consider that a continuation of Game of Thrones. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, did I bring ships over here? I don't think I did. No. Alright, let me make sure I did the things that I wanted to do here. Where else would I have purchased land? You can only purchase land in this mod in a very annoying way. You have to be a part of the faction that owns the place, but it doesn't work for your own faction, the player faction. So if I conquer a city, if I don't own it, then I can't buy land in it, which is lame. But that's just a bug that is never going to get fixed. Bum, 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 bum. All right, we want to conquer some stuff. All right, let's grab... What is that? Black Mount? Who owns Black Mount? Is it somebody? I think that's the Red Apple guys, right? Yeah, the red apple guys are assholes. Green apple guys are cool, but the red apple, yeah, he's resentful. F this guy. You're about to lose your castle. Blackmont. That's ancestrally supposed to be a Dane keep anyway. The cousin lineage or line. I want to grow and probably stay in the zombie realm. Yeah, for sure, man. And it's like, for a genre, the zombie genre is huge. There are a ton of games and then a ton of mods for games. Like, think about like Red Dead Redemption, the first game. It had a zombie DLC that was one of the best all-time DLCs. You could play that on stream. Or you could just play Red Dead and then, you know, use that as the finale, the DLC. Whoop. Let's train our guys up on these thieves. Surrender or die, scum. Alright, you guys do that. Who do we want to train up first? Let's get our spearmen and skirmishers going. Yeah, let's do that. So get... You guys, or no, captains are going to come with me. I really need to put my shield back on. It's like it says I'm getting 60 frames per second, but it doesn't feel like it. You know how that is. Feels like 30, less than 30. That's because we got our battle size cranked way up. I'm going to charge them in because some of these guys are running away. Give me a healing shout. What should I get for that? 30%? Yeah, 30%. I still don't think that the healing shout actually works, though. Get off my buddy. Boop. Good job, sir. Good job. Okie dokie. Got some experience. Shouldn't have done that. It's never worth it with those guys. What do you think the most popular games, game mods, really looking to grow, but yeah, stay slaying them zombies? You know, Twitch has got the stuff now. I haven't really looked into it, but have you done that? Looked at the analytics and see like what their recommendations are? It's kind of like those third-party sites that tell you like what games you should stream. But it's like, it's not accurate though. It's like there's certain games where it's like mathematically it's something that you should stream to grow your channel, but if you look at it, it's not. You know, a good game would be like an EVE Online to where the viewers are older, so they have money to help you grow, and they're very loyal, and there's not that many good streamers in EVE Online. You know, so that would be a game to where like there's guys who made a living off of streaming EVE Online, and they would only get like 200 or 100 and something to like 200 views, but they could live off of it. You know, to where a lot of games you could have like 1,000 views and not live off of it because your viewers are like kids or something, or just people that, you know, don't spend money. The TV show Seinfeld was like that. They got really low ratings in their first 2 seasons, but the only reason they stayed around is because the people who did watch them were rich. So brands like Mercedes and, you know, fancy luxury brands would advertise the hell on a Seinfeld because of that. So even though their numbers were low, their quality was high. Welcome back, madam. Oh, what? He doesn't want to join us? It's very sad. Very sad. What is your persuasion, madam? You must have a 0 in persuasion. No, she's got a 6. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's go overview. No, it's not overview. I don't thing. Category suggestions, right? So these categories have higher than average viewership per channel, which could increase your chances of being discovered by new viewers over time. Use the filters below to find the categories that match your interests and try one out for your next stream. So they're recommending to me Warband, which because I'm playing Warband. The other one is Portal 2. So its average viewers per channel is 6. Average channels is 108. Estimated browse position is 6. So that means if you're at the bottom, nobody's going to browse you at the bottom unless there are people that specifically look for low viewership so they can chat with the person talking. But 9 times out of 10, when you go and you find somebody with like 0 or 1 views, they're not talking, or their stream, you can barely see it or hear it or something. Some game called Paladins, Half-Life 2, Left 4 Dead 2, that could be a phone, and then Modern Warfare 2, which was my all-time favorite Call of Duty game. That's what they're recommending to me. That's filtered by FPS for some reason. Let's do all genres. Then we get something called Marvel Snap, Pokemon Go, Brotato, Marbles on stream. Here's it. But I don't put a lot of stock in this average viewer per channel stuff. You kind of have to know the game and know the community. Like, I didn't realize SOD2 was going to be an amazing community until I started streaming it. And the only reason I streamed it is because it was on Xbox Game Pass. And I'm not a survival guy normally. But I love that game. Bum, 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 boop. I did see it. The recommendations seem drunk. Yeah, I agree. That's a good way of describing that. They do seem drunk. It's easier in Warband with mods. You can install dozens of them. It's a pity that it doesn't work like that in Bannerlord. Yeah, I agree. We were talking about that earlier with the compartmentalization of the mods. Like one of my buddies, Night Shifty, he's a big Warbander or big Mountain Blade player too, like I am. And he wants me to play more Bannerlord. But it's all I played for like a year. It was nothing but Bannerlord. And the beta and all that stuff. But I'm waiting for the mods. Like once the Game of Thrones mods and the historical mods, like there's one I'm super stoked for. Which is 100 Years War. I can never remember the name because it's in some kind of foreign language to me. I follow it though. I might even have it on my Mountain Blade bookmarks. I do not. There's something called the Old Realms. There's the Kingdoms of Arda. That's the Lord of the Rings mod everybody's looking forward to. There's Shakuo. Is that a Weeboo one or is that like an actual historical mod? Realm of Thrones is the full conversion mod that's out, but it's just a reskinned native. Anno Domini Dark Ages. Is that made by the actual guy who made 1257? No. This is a different guy. This is something you can play though. Anno Domini, I guess you guys should see what I'm seeing, right? Which version of Bannerlord? That's the other important thing. When did this come out? June 2nd, 2023. So it was a month ago. That's the other problem with mods with Bannerlord is constantly being updated because it's not quite done. And it breaks the mods every time it gets updated. So that's the other reason I don't do Bannerlord mods. But we will. We'll get into it. Kingdoms of Arda is the Lord of the Rings one everybody's looking forward to. All right, let's zoom in a little bit here. There's no audio here. I think, oh, this must just be like the beginning screen or something. Fine. Okay. We'll just do some screenshots. Yeah, looks pretty good. Got some of those Swan Knights, whatever the hell they were called. Nice. All right, so that one's looking pretty good. Is there a way for me to look at the mods that I'm following? Bum, 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 bum. Browse all, manage friends. I don't think so. Edit profile. No, no, no. Ba-da-bum, bum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum, bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-bum, bum. Ba-da-bum, bum, ba-da. This one right here. I am super looking forward to this one. These guys are doing the Lord's work. Look at this. That's going to be in the game. Look at this. How do you pronounce this? Delarte de la Guara. I think I Googled this. It's like the Way of the Warrior or some shit. Look at that. This is going to be York, the minister scene. This is where you're going to speak to your ministers. Bum, bum, ba-da-bum, bum, ba-da-bum, bum. And the armor looks the tits. Bum, bum. It kind of looks like a small little arena. Ba-da-bum, bum, bum. But see, this is like full conversion. You know, this doesn't look anything like Bannerlord. This is its own thing. Well, I mean, it looks like Bannerlord, but I'm saying like they're not using all the assets. A lot of mods, the full conversion mods, you know, this castle's still like Bannerlord cat. Look at that. Cathedral in the background. This will be Lincoln. Ba-da-bum, bum. Ba-da-bum, bum. Well, I'm glad I took some time to adjust my sense in Titanfall. Yeah, I always have my DPI and settings way too high in video game shooters because I like to be able to turn around quickly and move around quickly, but when it comes to the actual shooting, my sensitivity is way too high. It makes me inaccurate. You know, the pros set their DPI to like 800. You know, it's like you basically have to like swing your arm all the way across your desk to do like a 180, but it gives them super accuracy. Bum, 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 bum. What are y'all's favorite zombie games out there in the chativerse? You could also do horror games like Dead Space. That's basically a zombie game in a way. The Doom games, Warhammer. There's some Warhammer games with some like horrific zombie styles type stuff, like that new one that's kind of like Vermintide, but not Vermintide. Darktide, I think it's called. You can play all those. I don't know if those are on Xbox, right? Let's see. Xbox. I think Vermintide's on Xbox. How do you spell Vermintide? Like that. Yeah, so you can have it. I think it was even on Game Pass, which is why, or how I played it, I believe. Boop. Boop. Hey, man, we're almost to 1,000 followers. I think when I get to 1,000 followers, I'm going to retire from streaming. Anno Domini 1258 Big Mod. Or it's you talking about 1257 AD, or are you talking about a Bannerlord mod called Anno Domini 1258? One of the famous mods of Warband was 1257 AD. See Anno Domini 1258 wallpapers. Copy. I'm a 400 player. I'm a 400 player. DPI? You play with 400 What's your aspect ratio on your monitor? Are you playing at 1080p? Are you playing at 2K, 4K? 400 DPI, man. Wow. What can I set mine at? That's 1200, 800. All right, this is 400 for me. That's 400 DPI. Or you can't see my mouse, can you? Like I'm having... So you throw your arm around like... So you would need like a 1.5 foot by 1.5 foot mouse pad and just like throw your... But I could see how this would be super accurate. I'd probably throw out my shoulder though after like 8 hours of gaming like this. Because, you know, I'm more of a, you know, I aim with my fingers and my wrists. You aim with your entire body. Yeah. But I'm usually at like 1,600 DPI. I got one buddy who's at like 10,000 DPI. I I think that's why he's terrible at video games, because he can't hit anything. He just likes to zip around with just like a flick of his fingertips or something. It's kind of crazy. Bum, bum, ba-da-bum. Whoop. Well, between 1,000 and 1,600, that's where I live. I live at 1,600. And then sometimes I might lower it down to like 1,400, 1,200 for something. But normally I don't mess with my DPI, my mouse settings. I mess with the in-game settings. Because some games I want to zip, like Mountain Blade, I want to zip around fast. And then, or look around fast. Other games, maybe not so much, like a Division 2 or something, to where you're not having to like zip around constantly. You know where the enemies are and you can concentrate in that direction. Yeah, your monitor is the same as mine. I'm 2K, 16 by 9. I'm a whole ARM player though. Yeah, you have to be with 400 DPI. But that is what the pros use in the FPS games. They use like 400 or 800 or 400 DPI. All right, you're a scumbag. You're following me, huh? Why are you following me? I should be able to hell dunk you with my party. Bum, 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 bum. Levy, always levy. Boop. Why is the control shift not working? Why is it not working? Is that a bug? I want all of them to be that. Yeah, it's broken. I don't remember that being broken. Yeah, whatever. We're almost out of money anyway. Alright, let's fight this guy. Boop. Blammo. How's it going, Lord Dantos, the fool? We'll call him the Fooly, not the Footly. Yeah. We defeated your buddy. We'll fight to the end. Lead your troops. If I were still playing wrist only, I'd use 1,600. Yeah, it makes sense. Ugh, frames just drop. We got 600 and something. Oh, we're on Battle 5 750. That's why. Well, let's lower that down to 600 and see what happens. Boop. All right, that guy's charging in. Let's give him the business. Boop. I like to try to take out their leader, and then they're... Ugh, this is going to be a shitty battle. Come on. Get out of my way. Oh, I'm going to go down. God damn it. I don't want to go down. Oh, man. Get out of the way. Nice. Get on the boat. Get on the horse. Oh, the game makes me wait like 5 seconds before I can mount the horse. That's very sad. Well, we're not going to have any tactics here. It's just going to be an all-out battle. It's really shitty, though, because I don't get... Like, if I go down, my guys don't use AI very well. Unlike your opponents. The opponents use, like, pretty good AI. We're probably going to get our hell dunked here. Oh, I can't even look at my battle map in this mod. I forgot about that. I might lose this fight, to be honest with you. The other thing is I don't really know the troop trees. I don't know like what does good against what now because they're all different. I made the switch to the whole ARM 400 because after trying it, I found it worked better for me. I think it works better for everybody with accuracy. My only issue with it is, like, I don't think I could ever do 400. I could do probably 800, and then I would have to start using my entire arm at 800. 400, I would need, like, you know, damn near 2 foot by 2 foot area just for my mouse and pad, you know, to be able to swing the arm. I think we're winning. Kind of hard to tell. I don't know why the death camera is so bad in a World of Ice and Fire. You can't even use your mouse. You have to use the arrow keys or else it doesn't work at all. It's always a good sign when the cap... Oh, you know why? It's because all of our high tier guys were on the bottom. That's why. So they didn't spawn in. Well, actually, they should have spawned in because we damn near had our full armies at the beginning. Because unlike Bannerlord, this game's not very well optimized on modern machinery, so it doesn't use like all the cores of your CPU, for example, or RAM appropriately. Toward Bannerlord, you can have like 1,000, 2,000 man fight, and it's, you know, still get like 80 frames per second with high graphics. Do you use 400 DPI when you're playing Star Citizen? Like when you're piloting your ship? Or do you crank it up to 1,600? Yep. Wow, that's cool, man. How big is your mouse pad, you think? Like how many inches by how many inches? 400 all the time? Wow. It's impressive, sir. Alright, we won. Yay! 25 are down. Alright, you fought well. You are my prisoner. Alright, we're done with that. We're not... Well, let's try it. I think that other guy was running away from us. Nice. 900 millimeter wide. What's that in freedom units? 900 millimeter, 2 inches. 35 inches. Holy shit. That is a big old mouse pad, man. Are you playing on your dining room table? I used to game on my dining room table until my niece was visiting me and shamed me. Because I just had like my laptop there, because this is back when I played on my old laptop, and then I just had all my stuff there in the dining room table. I never used it for dining, so might as well game in there, right? She walks in there, she's like, Uncle Raw, what is this? And then I moved it all into my room, like, fine, fine, fine. That is a big old mouse pad, man. Oof. I see when I'm flying the DPI don't really matter. Because I fly with a mouse, so I like to max out my angles quickly, or as quickly as possible. So, like, not only do I have a higher, 1600 DPI, but I have my V-joy very short. You know how most people, when they're dragging their V-joy, whatever you want to call it, across the screen, it's a very long line. Mine is as short as it goes, which I think is like 4. And then I've maxed out my dead zone so I can, fly in third person more easily. Are you running from me? Yeah, you are. You better run, you son of a biscuit. Do I have an injury? I hope not. That's good, good, good. Got 69 reach riders. Only matters on foot. Okay. Yeah, we tried to play Star Citizen, but we instantly got a 30k before we even logged in. And then we couldn't even take off from Port Olisar, and then 30k'd again. So I just decided to play another game instead of an alpha test bed. Alright, let's put our prisoners in the dungeon for now. I don't feel like running over to the gold mine yet. Can I use this? No, it doesn't work here for some reason. What about D? Does D work? What is the hotkey for that in Prophecy of Pendor? I know what the hotkeys are to bring them from here to here, but not to put them in. Alright, let's let him go. Because if you take him and then let him go, you get a bigger bump to his relationship. You're free to go. Yes, so we got that. If I'd have just let him go, it would have only been a +5. Which is weird. It's just like a little broken thing. How's it going, you? Let me see your skills. Let's upgrade. Alright, leadership is 5. Oh, that's pretty good. Trainer is 3. Let's get his trainer up, and then let's get a little bit of persuasion, or not persuasion, but entertainment. That'll help us with morale when we're resting, I believe, right? I think that's how that works. Every day that you rest, each hero with this skill increases the morale of the party. Nice. That's going to make a big difference, because when you're running around with a full party, your morale just tanks. You get like a permanent debuff. I don't agree with that balance. That's something that came in with Viking Conquest. I don't know why your morale would be down because you're in a bigger army. You would think that morale would be higher because you feel safer in a big army. I don't know, maybe they're trying to say like food is scarce, but I know that food's not scarce because we're buying the food. I don't know what the reasoning is behind that one. I haven't been on in about a week. Been playing other stuff. Yeah, I've been playing other stuff as well. Armored Warfare, never played that. Titanfall 2 is great. And then I just got Division 2 like a month ago. I've only played it for about 45 minutes to an hour by myself. But one of my Eve buddies plays it. Do you like to play Division 2 solo, or do you only enjoy it with other people? Because it's just like a co-op thing, right? It's just like you and your buddies versus, the computer. I did not know that game was going to be like an MMO third-person shooter. I had no understanding of that. I thought it was just like a Call of Duty type game. Bum, ba, 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 bum. Last time I was on Star Citizen, me and mates were on his MSR playing chess. Oh, you can play... That's right. I heard about that. I've never done it, but I've heard about that. You can actually move the pieces, right? How cool is that? Isn't that game crazy? It's such a dichotomy that it's like so detailed in certain ways, but yet everyday functionality is just broken. The HUD is worse than it was in 2019. Like, I wasn't playing back then, but I was watching my buddy's videos yesterday. Guy called Zach, and the HUD and the MFDs were legible. You could read them. The game was smooth. It's like, I want to play that game because what we got is hot garbage when it comes to performance and usability. It was like just junk. I'm starting to get mad at the game now. I wasn't mad until I saw what it was back in 2019, 2020. I'm like, that looks way better. Yeah, levy's what we want. Let's turn you into scouts. 176. We'll get like 2 of those. All right, what do we got? 264. So 122 looted. Let's see, how big is your garrison, Blackmont? 180. You know what? We might be able to take you. I'll have to be quick. Who owns this? Oh, yeah, it's one of the Fossaways, the bad Fossaways. Besiege Castle. Call Captain. Surrender die. No, he doesn't want to surrender. Build mantlets. Oh, I gotta build a siege tower on this one. How long is that gonna take? 84 hours. No, we can't take that. Abandon siege. Big army will come before then. The only way we can take this right now is we can get him to surrender, but to get him to surrender, we need like 300 something troopers, which we could totally do. Just like deplete all of that. Oh, what time is it? It's 9:34 in the AM. That's a bummer. We're going to go ahead and call the stream. I got things to do. Man, we had a good stream. Good conversation. Glad Jay Wayne made it to my stream. Definitely check out Jay Wayne. He streams in the early AM. I think I've shouted you out, right? I don't know. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I can't remember sometimes. Shout out at Joanne. And now he's playing a Titanfall.
Thermal makes it easy to, Oh, no way!
They always get you, man. Killed in action.
No
KIA.
way! No
Brandon
way.
Dunbar. I always love having you in the chat, of course.
My
We'll talk more
God.
about,
That was...
stream theory. That's what I'm gonna call that. It's like string theory, but stream theory. Most important thing is just to stream every day, right? Or stream as often as you can. They used to tell you that you should stream like 26 hours a day or whatever. Like if you can stream. I disagree. And I finally read an article where somebody agreed with that. They were like, because you burn yourself out. And when you burn yourself out, you end up like me, to where I take like 6 months off. And that's the worst thing you do for streaming. Because if you quit streaming, your viewers just forget about you. It's kind of like me. You forget about an actor if you haven't seen them in a couple of years. Like, oh yeah, I forgot about that guy. Well, we'll see you next time, Brandon. Yeah, I like how they did manage to fuck up the HUD. They screwed it up royally. And the MFDs look like a MiG fighter from 1979. What the fuck is that shit about? We're in the 30th century. Ah, you're welcome, brother. I shot the car we drove by and one tapped it, killing us. Yeah, you gotta watch out for the AI. They use aimbot. That's all they are. Stream theory it is. Anyways, later guys. 07 to all of you. You guys want to raid somebody or are you over it? I don't even know who is streaming. Boop. Twitch. We've got that guy. We've got that guy. That guy and that guy. Let's see if anybody's playing a Warband. One other guy is playing Warband and he speaks English. Bloop, bloop. That is English.
Hey, man, I can't hit for shit.
No, you cannot. That's alright, though. We'll rage anyway. Copy that. Let me turn off this. Exit, please. Alright, let's get rid of that stuff. Alright, let's go raid this guy. Have a good old time. Let's do this. And that. And all of you beautiful viewers, who I love long time. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you're at in this old world. And in about 8 seconds, we are unable to raid this guy. Why? Has he been a naughty boy? Is he super naughty or something? This. Tyranny. Start raid. We are unable to raid at this time. What if I use / raid at this guy? Does that work? Invalid username, huh? Tyranny. Yeah, I spelled it correctly. Right? Copy. Raid this guy. Tony's raid settings do not allow. Oh, he's got his raids turned off? Well, fuck that guy. I don't want to raid you anyway. Can't shoot your bow for shit. Nah, I'm joking, man. I'm sure he's a nice guy, but I don't know why he would turn off raids unless he was being like trolled by somebody. I have no idea. What a weird thing to do. Anywho, so that's the end of that shit. All right, guys. Love you all a long time. That's the first time I've ever tried to raid somebody and they had it turned off. I didn't even know that was a thing. We're just going to play our outro music because that's all we want to do anyway. All right, 07, you beautiful biscuits.
Lei non parla mai, lei non dice mai niente. Ha bisogno d'affetto e pensa che il mondo non sia solo questo. Non c'è niente di meglio che stare ferma dentro a uno specchio. Com'è giusto che sia quando la sua testa va giù. E tutta la vita gira infinita senza un perché. E tutto viene dal niente, niente rimane senza di te. Lei non parla mai, lei non dice mai niente. Non è poi così strano se chiede perdono e non ha fatto niente. Non c'è niente di meglio che stare in silenzio, pensare al meglio. A un'estate leggera che qui ancora non c'è. E tutta la vita gira infinita senza un perché. E tutto viene dal niente, niente rimane senza di